Hi. Oh, it's good.
Hey! It's
No.
Hey! Yamamata!
Coach,
are you
on the phone?
Wait, did you actually?
Why is the sun still out?
I lost my phone.
God knows.
Also, Coach,
Hi, Coach.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks.
Live and in Technicolor.
4-2. I had a
What
real
was there, Michael Gold?
Budweiser. I don't care.
I
don't think I heard words out of it. What now?
What did you play last
Oh, it was Chewy and Lebo, which is kind of easy for my list. So, yeah. So I put like 5 stress on Lebo, killed him, and then put like 5 stress on Chewy and killed him.
So the game going into yours, I legit am trying to not test tables in the grades. What does it look like?
Nice.
This delay on YouTube is really messy.
Making
The what?
Snaps?
There's a pretty wicked delay between the YouTube live and what we're actually seeing on Hangouts.
Yeah, that's normal.
See you later. Sorry, I'm recording something.
Hey, at least you got a drink, Sarah.
Okay, Echo is now gone.
Right,
So
so
how
everyone
did-
needs to, if you're watching the
Say hi,
YouTube
everyone.
cast as well, you need to mute YouTube.
Yeah.
Did,
Oh, no.
did Coach win?
Oh, this is live on YouTube right now, but this isn't like podcast start.
This
Yeah.
is live on YouTube, but we haven't started officially.
Oh yeah,
so
let them know they are live on the internet.
They
That
are
might
live on
they
YouTube
choose
right
to
now.
They
I
know.
don't think
They're
they
aware.
behave.
They are watching their
There's
replacements.
a lot of people.
There's a
This
lot
is
of
the night where we
to-
take away their
say hi to
podcast.
OCX 2.0.
And as security comes and asks them to put their stuff away,
Party
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Can
Party
you guys
foul.
hear me clearly?
get the fucking
Yeah.
content, goddammit!
Oh, you want content? Look at the show notes, Coach. Look at the show notes.
And that doesn't even include all the notes that we took
See
from the
this?
fucking
No,
hyperspace
all of
announcement.
the
Party foul right here.
notes.
We typed our show notes.
Bad
And
deal.
then we deleted them and retyped them because 2.0 was announced.
No,
And
we're
then
gonna,
Yeah,
We're gonna do both
gonna be
shows.
better.
Hey,
both.
who gave you
Yeah.
the password?
Me, I got it
Montana.
all. Look at me. I'm the OCX
You are the
now.
Kyle. Guys, Java Meta's real. I went 3-3. Like super tight close game.
Just missed.
Oh, you
I
just
look,
missed
you really
it.
want to try a sausage with 4 glitter stems
It
because it'd
was
be
amazing.
hilarious.
It was amazing. I had a great day. It was fun.
Good
Good.
job.
Jealous. Super jealous.
Going on like
How many
2
beers
hours
is this?
sleep, and oh my god, the Thule Squadron guys are walking around with this thing called Black Death.
What?
Android. And I
Sounds sexy.
definitely had like 5 or 6 shots of that, so that didn't help.
So what you're saying is you need to drink more, Coach.
He's been
You know,
practicing.
Java Meta might be good sober. I don't know, maybe.
Okay, so I decided afterwards I'm not going to give a fuck. I'm going to try your list.
Do it,
I'm going to bring it to a store champ.
Look,
I'll win it in your name.
dude. When you contraband,
Yep.
Target lock, experimental interface, marksmanship, and they're like, excuse me, and then you do it again. They're like, wait a minute, something's wrong here, right, William? Oh yeah.
I can see your hand.
I know, I'm trying.
Yes,
Okay, I'm trying to hold my beer with my right hand. It's not working.
You don't have a
This is
selfie
OCX.
stick like
It's
every other
expected
American?
for this to be a shit show.
There we go.
I see your message, Padre.
Just stop any white male. They'll have a selfie stick.
just checking.
Over the age of 50.
Oh, are you guys live?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're on the internet. We're on the internet.
Are we live?
That out of there.
No.
Then.
No, we're Memorex.
Joyce, fresh air.
the pre-show.
Look at all this
Act
fresh
like
air.
you've been there.
I have super no voice tonight for karaoke, like 0. Like I'm gonna be
You probably
singing.
didn't have a voice
Lies.
before.
He
Lies.
can't
I don't
even say
believe
the
you.
word.
Is that a thing that's happening?
It's
Coach.
happening. Pinto's trying to get us to go downtown.
I can't sing. I'm not. You
You don't need to sing. You just need to like sit there and pom cheer, like, Coach, you're the greatest. Woo!
I would.
Say hi to
I would.
No,
I would
If
say
that should be
my voice.
reversed. You should be the one doing the pom-pom cheer.
Where's Explorers?
Nice.
Hey, Coach, did you get my Dora's the Explorers card? I still
What
want
was
it.
Nora's Explorers
She
day
hasn't
2 win
given
rate
me
today?
the cards
was
yet.
it 100%?
Well, get
Yeah.
one.
Those cards are going to be
100%
very,
in day 2.
very collectible because in 3 months, nobody's going to have them.
I know, right?
I'm gonna make a nice tabletop out
I
of
don't
all of
know.
them.
Yeah, I'm gonna make posters.
That's
I'm gonna make
actually
different.
a good idea.
I refuse to get rid of my cards.
Founder, like, check with
I'm gonna
Silas.
keep my alt arts. I don't know what I'll do with the rest.
Yeah, I like
No,
because
my
I
phone?
This is my phone.
magnets.
You
So
sure?
I'm thinking I'm gonna make
I am
magnets for my car and just laminate them.
Are you guys sure this is not my phone? Because I lost my phone.
Why don't you
We
go
don't
with-
use-
Well,
Drunker than we
I mean,
thought.
we have taken over, so who's to say it's not your phone?
Yeah, exactly.
What's
We
yours
have
is now
peeps
ours.
there to do
Terrible
stuff.
content,
Okay?
by the way.
This isn't, we haven't started the podcast. This is the
This is the
the
pre-shit
pre
show.
podcast.
This is the pre-show
Pre-shit
show.
show.
Wait,
Yes.
I did not authorize a pre-shit show.
2.0,
not
baby.
authorize that.
We're
Well, wait
making
a
it
second.
better.
Wait, Coach, did you authorize a pre-shit shit
I
show?
don't know. I'm feeling bad about
You
it.
know Gold Squadron's coming through. None of them would do this.
No, I know. That's why we're
Yeah.
OCX, baby.
Yeah.
Overly comfortable X-Wing.
Yeah, who gives us the keys to the kingdom?
Well, I've already got
More
them, so you
importantly,
know.
This is
Why
so
would we give the keys
So no,
back?
We're
you
not
guys
giving the
can
keys
cash
back.
You've been
I'm changing all the passwords. It's mine
I was about
now.
to
Do
say,
it!
reset
Do
the
it!
passwords.
Change the reset. Change the security questions and the trusted phone number too.
You have fun today, though, Coach.
I had a great
Did you have
Also,
fun?
do we
I
know
had a
Montana's having a baby, people? Montana is
Oh
having a
yeah,
baby.
Montana's having a baby. Everybody.
No, he's not.
Montana's
He's
Montana's
having a baby.
No, like actually having baby.
Yeah.
baby.
Montana 2.0.
Montana.
Hey, there he is. Oh, I didn't get the face cut out of Montana.
There's a face cut out of Montana.
Well, I was gonna have one, so when we all take a picture tomorrow when Mark's here,
Montana could be
I
here.
could put a picture.
Oh my God.
There's a printer around here somewhere.
You need a cardboard cutout.
Sarah, you're a townie. Surely you know where a local FedEx shop is.
No,
Yeah.
do you think I know everything? I don't even live over where the game center is. I live like 20 miles that way.
They don't even know where the damn freaking karaoke place
Google
is.
Maps.
Yeah, do you think I go downtown? No, I don't go
Well,
downtown.
maybe you should.
Do I look like someone? Wow. Do I look like someone who sees
Go
sunlight?
downtown tonight.
I'm either playing X-Wing or inside playing Heroes of the Storm. I don't
No.
go downtown.
You're coming out, and we're getting super fucking crunk. We're
Well,
getting
I will
crunk.
tonight. I just mean in
Crunk.
general.
That needs to
Have
get
you ever
streamed,
gotten
too.
crunk?
I have.
It should for a bit.
I feel
I
like
wish I
Sarah's
could
about to
make it
learn
with
what
my
crunk
voice,
is.
Coach.
It's got to be my phone.
it's yours.
Let's call it.
Coach phone
Let's
update.
call it.
We have maybe
Wade,
found Coach's
Wade,
phone.
hello. Hello, Wade.
Yeah, they're like, hey, there's a phone up here.
What a
You have to go make sure it's yours.
I will eventually go make sure it's mine.
Don't forget.
If I don't have a phone for the week, I'm pretty okay with that too.
Tell them you went 4 and 2 and made day
Yeah.
2? All right,
Well,
good.
yeah.
All right, yeah.
Good golly.
You realize the shit show that would have happened if I went 4 and 2?
minutes to showtime.
I'd have
Coach did
burned
not
this
make
whole
day 2,
motherfucker
Ryan.
down.
Hey, look, OCX 2.0 has a 100% day 2 ratio. So, you know, I don't know what original OCX doing.
Ooh. All
100%.
fucking elitists and shit.
100% of
OCX
us that went to
2.0.
Hey, how did Ontopsky do?
You're so elitist.
Sarge! I got
Right when 2.0 comes out, they're like, oh, we're the best.
You get Michelob Gold.
Okay,
They'll
to be
take you
fair,
with
the
them.
name has been planned for like a month now.
Is it really?
And it
Oh,
just
okay.
happened to be
It just
that
happened
this
to be when
week
X-Wing 2.0.
that X-Wing 2.0 got announced.
So should it be OCX second edition then?
Technically, he's correct.
It's
It should be OCX
2.0.
second edition.
They're
Everybody's
better.
on a second edition.
Dude, everybody.
We're just that
Clear.
good. Foresee the future of X-Wing.
Less interruptions by moi.
I don't know.
Well, not yet. We don't know how Lieutenant Coach is going to do. Does
You'll
OCX
see, you'll see.
Well, with those-
I'm going to
They don't
crush
keep
you.
like tonight. Oh.
That's a tough question, guys. Do we drink as well as OCX 1.0?
Oh,
We drink better.
yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Fuck you,
given
Jay.
that the
All of
coach
us
is
are on
buying
brown liquor
bottom shelf
and we're not
Seagrams,
going
and I'm
over yet,
using
so-
Buffalo Trace, I feel like I'm already ahead.
Quadrant.
Yeah, Catch, you gotta do it tonight.
I mean, I've got more bourbon behind me. We'll see how much of this I get through.
I have rum whiskey still I have yet to drink.
You put in the gas can.
Are they cool? Are they from Iceland?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They know their black shit.
Yeah.
Black metal.
Yeah, well, they definitely know their black death.
Whatever. Black turn your liver black.
Someone tell me what
Probably.
Black Death is. I'm assuming it's alcohol.
It is.
I'm hoping
Yeah,
it's
it's some
moonshine.
Alcohol.
Apparently it fucked folks up.
I don't know if Kiefer's still looking at my phone, but I got schooled over. We might still be looking. I already found potentially.
All right.
Sarah, you're staring into the camera, Sarah.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I can barely hear you guys, and my phone's at full volume.
That's
Use
all
your
right.
headphones.
That's all right. All right. Okay. All right. Should we start this thing? Are we ready? Do we want to start? We have 18 viewers and we haven't even started, people. Tell your friends.
Let's see if we can get above 20. I mean, we're not slated to start till 9.
We aren't. Okay.
Well-
All right. Premature. I'm just
I mean,
excited.
if you want to
excited.
practice the intro, I suppose we could do that.
Nope.
Yeah, but
Nope.
no.
It's a one shot. It's a one
You can
shot
try to go
deal.
through it, and we'll laugh the first time, and then after that, you'll be fine.
You know how many
No,
times I
because
had
I
to read
won't be
my
able to
disclaimer?
compose myself for the second time. Montana, sorry in advance. It's super cheesy.
At least we don't have to do snaps.
I mean, we could do what we want.
Yeah. We do.
We're
Patrick.
Patrick,
Yes.
did you add that thing about Kentucky?
Yes, of course I did.
You are the man.
Yes.
I even practiced it 10 times in a row.
And Gordon is the
Love
worst.
it. Love it.
I was doing it in my car waiting for my daughter to get done at her thing tonight, and it was just like there's a guy next to me. He's just looking at me.
What the hell?
Well, yeah, that's pretty much the look I got. He was like, kept looking at me like, this guy's talking to himself. He's still talking to himself.
I
I
had to
need.
practice my announcer voice on my way home. Oh, Gordon's in chat. He's watching.
There we go.
He's watching.
Who's
Padre,
in chat?
he's waiting for you.
Oh, Gordo.
Oh, guys, should I get Dune on here later?
Oh my God. Yes.
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 That'd be wonderful. Yes.
Him and I can have like a word off.
Oh, enunciate.
Enunciate.
Procrastinate.
Do you want him on the pre-shit show or do you want him on the live pass? Because I can go get him right now. Otherwise, I can wait a few minutes.
We're already going.
We're probably going to start real shortly. So
Yeah.
I'll hang out.
Hurry up, Gordon. I'm sorry. We have a schedule and we're sticking to it.
I
The
have
in-laws can
in-laws.
What? I thought Gordon was at Worlds.
Wait, we have a
Yeah, I did
schedule?
too.
No,
No, he's
no.
just-
Gordon got smart and said, "I'm not going this year."
I
That's
don't
not
know.
Oh,
smart.
that's right. They
I
talked
don't know
about
if I
that in
agree
Let's
with
Stay
that.
on Target. They talked about that in Let's Stay on Target.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just
that's
before
right,
we
Gordon.
started talking
Listen to your
about-
podcast. That's like what?
Just before we
13
started talking about 2.0 and what it might be and what we ended up getting, and
Hold on, we got a lot.
I might have some ideas of what 2.0 might be.
yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah,
a lot of
I
us
had a feeling. Apparently, we're too organized for Gordon's taste. I mean, admittedly, we've kind of got our shit together. That's a bit of a problem. We need to drink more.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm working on it. I just got home from work. Come on.
All right, here,
Got
I'll help
two
us
beer
out.
koozies. Two.
Doink.
Son of a
Drink.
bitch.
Oh,
fine,
God
man.
damn it.
Do we even in 2.0? You don't even know.
Do we
You
have
don't even know.
do we have bingo
We're not
set up for
officially
tonight?
into 2.0 until September.
Who are we kidding? Come on.
Yeah.
They
I just
literally
know-
streamed 2.0 for 8 hours today. There was no X-Wing 1.0 to be had.
I just know that it was like watching the stock market in the 1930s for the big crash, because like all the prices on all the alternate art cards today were just
Oh, I know.
I think Solar's
Padre,
whole
you
site
remember
was
those days?
50% off.
I read about them.
I'm sorry, man. You left that door wide open. I had to walk through it.
Evidently Never mind.
Right, Sarah, we're setting you a task. You need to go find out what Ontopsky's results were.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Snapshot Sarah's on the case.
To be honest, I don't even know who that. I don't know people.
You got.
We're on side.
Just yell on Topsky. He'll respond.
Hey, fellas.
You got to practice your snapshot, Sarah.
Isn't that Nick?
Like,
Nate,
It
what?
is.
That's Nick.
What's up, Nick?
How you all doing,
Hey,
man?
man.
holy fuck!
Evening,
mate.
evening.
I'm having a time, mate. Yeah, I'm here. It's now a figment of your imagination.
Are you judging?
Why are you lot here anyway?
Why are we here?
We're doing a podcast.
Because we're X-Wing 2.0, baby. With OCX.
Why aren't you here playing?
Because we have-
Because it's really expensive.
I got 2 kids.
Here, let me show you. That.
Oh, good
Oh,
job.
Oh,
Oh,
What did you do?
I had the hardware they installed in my ankle last year taken out.
ooh.
Oh, how
oh,
nice.
you're wireless now?
Ryan
Yeah,
Bernie,
I don't pick up Wi-Fi anymore. It kind of sucks.
Aw.
Ryan Bernie in the chat room. He just had surgery like yesterday, and he's coming to Worlds tomorrow.
It depends on
That
the
deserves a
surgery.
drink, guys. That deserves a
Yes.
drink.
Absolutely.
That is dedication. Alas, that surgery ate up all my world's money, so that's why I'm here with you.
Holy shit! I'm so glad I played today.
Yeah, I'm in tomorrow.
You're with the cool people.
Finding
Catch.
out who some of the opposition are.
I'm actually much happier that I'm here with you all tonight than I'm at Worlds.
No,
Fire.
honestly, like,
I'll
like,
have fun
people
at
I
Gen
really
Con.
don't want to play them, but other than that, it was like totally fine. I only had to play like 2
Okay.
people I knew.
Only 2.
We
Yeah,
are
and
getting
one of them
real
was
close.
eating cold hot dogs.
We
2.5
we are
minutes.
indeed.
You had to play against cold hot dogs, Sarah?
I had to play. I lost against cold hot dogs really quickly.
There's
That's
some
not a
irony in there.
euphemism, I don't know what is.
Right.
Yeah, I had
Wait,
to face Ricky's bullshit Imperial Jank list. That was fun. That was the most fun I've had in a while in X-Wing.
No, there's going to be 2 sets of control bots to deal with tomorrow.
Yep.
Is Jesper here tomorrow?
Jasper,
oh
Jasper
my
and Simon
Oh,
tomorrow.
tomorrow's tough. I would not want to be playing tomorrow.
No,
Is that
no.
like
Friday.
Tyler's in there, Duncan's in there?
My control bots
Oh,
with 2
damn, that's a
fire
murderous
sprays.
row already.
I think so.
Yes,
That's
Get 5 fire sprays with expertise and harpoon missiles and tractor beam and ion. Tractor beam on one, ion on the other, with bombs on both.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
It's gonna be
god.
fun.
Is everyone else getting
Yeah.
the 2-minute warning? This is amazing.
Yep.
Oh god, are we live in 2 minutes?
We are.
no, we're already
Well,
live.
we're already live, but
Yeah, we're video live, but podcast
that's in
live.
2 minutes.
Right, I'm going to go and get some food, guys. Take it easy. I'll,
Get a grilled
Cheers.
cheese sandwich, Nick.
I've had one already. I need something different.
Get some brown liquor in you.
There you go.
Okay, Patrick, it looks like you're drinking from a giant candy cane.
This is a main beer koozie, and then I have another main beer koozie. See, look at those.
Is that the main beer koozie, or is that the secondary main beer koozie?
What?
I don't know, actually. I like the moose. I prefer the moose.
Do you remember the main?
No.
All right. AJ,
All right. All
you ready
right.
for this? You got
I'm gonna mute.
30 seconds.
All right.
Oh, Coach Ron is going.
gonna
Warm up the shoulder.
Oh, Christ.
Coach
Well,
Ron
tell
is
him to
going.
start
Big
watching.
radio voice.
Bump
Big
up
radio
our
voice.
viewer ratio.
When Google Hangouts tells me, I'm going to start.
Are you gonna do it in an American accent?
Well, unfortunately, the
Oh,
American
yes,
accent just
please.
kind of gravitates in. So it's you'll see. You'll see.
It's not that hard. You just kind of talk like this, and there you go.
Pip, pip,
Yep.
jolly, all that good show.
Pip pip. Tell you.
Hey!
Aha!
This is the pre shit show.
This is pre-shit show.
Yeah, we're not on the podcast yet, but we're live on
Okay,
YouTube.
all right.
The judge.
All right,
We're about to go
guys.
live.
Hey,
It's time. It is time.
It is
Quite the
time.
TV gallery.
All right, everyone mute your mics because this is going to take all of my concentration. Except Catch. You're going to have to talk straight after me. Everyone ready? Everyone ready for this? All right. Good morning, X-Wing. This is not a test. This is OCX 2.0. Time to rocket all around the world from the Delta Pilot all the way to the NZ. Today, we interrupt your usual programming to bring you this very special 50th episode. Take it away, Coach with a K.
Thank you, and welcome everybody to OCX 2.0, bigger, better, and ribbed for her pleasure. I am your unmutable host, Lieutenant Ketch, better known tonight as Lieutenant Coach. Coming to you live from the outskirts of Chicago. Joining me tonight, 13,184 kilometers to my lower left, a woman so good at X-Wing, the entire country of New Zealand is afraid to play against her. The Pirate Queen from down under, AJ.
Look at me. I'm the Kyle now.
Next, 242 miles to my right, a man so in with God, he's on a first-name basis with Jesus Christ. Our man of the cloth, Padre.
Hello there, Lieutenant Coach. How are you tonight?
I'm doing fabulous, Padre. It's always a pleasure to be on the air with you. Next, 1,042 miles to my right, a man whose name is so good, he used it twice. The hero we need, but not the one we deserve, Patrick.
How come no one ever thanks or says shout outs for the producer?
Thank you for being our Montana tonight, Patrick. We all needed
You're
one.
welcome.
Finally, 14,354 kilometers to my lower left, a man whose beard is the only introduction he needs, Mark Fentham.
Mark, I think you're muted.
Mark, you're still muted.
Turn your microphone on.
Unmute your mic.
Dilly.
Hey, there he is. We're already off to a good start.
It's not OCX if we don't fuck something up.
That's, we have standards to maintain.
We do.
I mean, we don't want to scare the crowd off.
Let's face it, the bar
Not
has been
yet.
set low.
We're going to the bar? What?
Bar?
Oh, look, original Coach. How cute.
Oh, isn't he adorable?
Yeah,
Put the
it
tongue away, Coach. All right, so
At least he's still on mute.
we are not the hosts that you're used to seeing on this podcast. We're going to go around the table and give you a little bit more about ourselves. We'll tell you where we're at in the world, why we're not at Worlds, and what we'd be flying if we were there. As previously stated, I am Lieutenant Coach. I am on the outskirts of Chicago, Illinois, just close enough that I can say that. I am not at Worlds because I had surgery. And if I was there, I would be that horrible person flying Nem Miranda. AJ?
Well, I'm down in little old New Zealand, surrounded by water, as everyone likes to keep reminding me. So I'm not at Worlds because have you ever tried to fly 13,000 kilometers? It's not cheap. It's really not. So maybe next year. See you all there. 2.0. What would I be flying? I would be flying my list that I'm currently killing it with. It's bump at 10. Look it up on MetaWing. Sitting around the 30s until my weekend results get uploaded, and it should go just a little higher. Australians fear it. New Zealanders are coming to hate it.
Nice. Very nice. Padre, what about you?
Well, I am in Sterling Heights, Michigan, which is north of Detroit area here in Michigan. And the reason I am not at Worlds is because, well, I'm too cheap to go there. But if I wasn't too cheap to go there, I would be there with a couple of resistance bombers and, of course, a K-Wing. Because, let's face it, the world does not have enough cluster mines.
I think there's a lot of people that would disagree with you on that, Padre, but we know how much you love your bombs.
Hey, my list is like 25 and 4 right now.
You know who else loves bombs? Boba Fett. Boba Fett loves bombs. He loves
Bombs are
removing
Boba Fett's
them.
Yes. Patrick.
Yeah, I'm still out of Wilbraham, Mass, and the reason I'm out at Worlds is because I have 2 kids. That is all. No.
That's legit.
I'll be flying Asajj and Boba Fett for sure, just for fun. Not that I would actually be able to win with that list, but I think it's awesome to fly it. It's Boba Fett. There's nothing not to like.
It's always delightful to put Boba Fett on the table.
Yeah. People think it's an easy win. They'd be wrong.
Yes. Mark, what you got for us?
I am not at Worlds because it's a million fucking miles away, and I can't afford it. Straight up.
That's fair.
It doesn't cost a few $100 to go to Worlds from Australia. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Is it
add
like
a couple of
400
zeros to that.
Yeah.
Well,
Can't be that far.
It's
How many in
have you
kilometers?
tried
3,000 kilometers.
I mean, you could always just get a dinghy, you know. That
It's
would
nearly
work, right?
10,000 miles.
That's 10,000. What's 10,000 miles, Mark?
See, it sounds like you're making it up, but I know that's true.
Is someone going to start singing? And I would, what, 500? Come on,
And I would walk 500.
There we go.
500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Yeah, I know that one too.
Ba-da-ba. All right, I'm not going to continue.
Well, as we've already discussed, you are old enough.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to be Uncle Mark tonight.
You are supposed
Let
to be
me get
Uncle Mark
crusty.
You gotta cut out every now and then.
Well,
the
I
internet needs to just cut
I
out
think that's
entirely.
me tonight.
possible. And then, was that better?
Perfect.
We'll let you get to the cursing a little bit later.
In memory and in
Now-
honor of Uncle Mark.
Fucking hell.
Classic.
I have a selection.
Oh God.
This is
Okay,
2.0.
someone take his phone off.
This
of
is
him.
going to be X-Wing
Yeah.
2.0, or this is going to be OCX 2.0, everybody.
Don't make me mute you.
Stop it. Stop
She
it.
has the power.
Do you
All
want
right.
to know what's?
She has
dude.
the power.
I
Do you want to know
know.
what's?
We're actually going to
You want to know
do
what's
content
sad
now.
though?
We
When they
have
announced
so much content to get through tonight.
when they announced the app for 2.0, though, the first thing I thought was Uncle Mark. I was like, does he even have an iPhone? How does he build it?
Yes, he
Build a
does.
list?
I've seen it.
Not even joking. So I'm running a regional this weekend. I literally had someone send me a message going, but I don't want to enter online. I prefer using paper.
It's the thing. It's a thing.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
Sure. Okay. The future is going to leave them behind, I'm afraid, but okay.
That's okay. The future is here, just like us.
Mhm.
What's up first?
So first up, we're going to do a little bit of Worlds coverage here really quickly. And then we are going to get into quite possibly the most relevant piece of news ever in X-Wing history.
What, there was news this week?
Something, I heard something about like a Reaper article coming out.
I mean, the
Running.
other podcasts covered it. I mean, come on, guys. We're 2.0. We're better than this. We're better than this.
The biggest
All right,
news was
so-
Krennic can spend your evades.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Bullseye
we-
axe for everyone. Crazy.
So for Worlds, actually 100% of the current hosts who are at Worlds that are on this show made it to day 2. Shout
Woo,
out to
go
Snapshot Sarah. Coach sadly did not make it to the cut. He went 3-3 though, and apparently the Jabba meta is real. So watch out, folks.
If he'd avoided the Black Death, he might have done better.
You might have.
Spoilers,
If he had
kids.
avoided
Drink
Kylo Ren,
after
he would have
your
done
rounds.
better.
See, I always assumed Coach was like a drunken X-Wing master. The more liquor he took in, the better he'd get at the game.
Oh yeah, no, he's drunken master all the way.
I mean, look, it's 1.0. They really tried, but they're perfecting it in 2.0.
Indeed. Speaking of X-Wing 2.0, because that's really what everybody wants to hear about. Unless you've been living under a rock or you haven't had any internet access for a while, you probably heard yesterday that FFG announced a second edition for X-Wing. That's right.
No.
All of those alt art cards that you spent thousands of dollars on are now worthless.
Lies! I don't believe you. They will
They make
decorate my
excellent
walls.
coasters, stocking stuffers. You know, I can
Exactly.
spitball here.
Or, a tabletop, like you were suggesting earlier.
Yeah.
I intend to make
Beer
posters
caps.
out of mine. I'm going to have one for each factions, and they're going to be up on my walls.
I like that. That's good.
I was thinking wallpaper with the amount that I had.
Ooh, the baby's room.
I feel for Nick Osleek. That guy
that's what we
has
should
every
prefer.
alt art card ever.
For Montana, let's
Yes!
cover his walls in alt art cards for his baby.
Yes. Let's
Thank you
just
for
send
bringing
all
that
of our
up.
cards to him.
Shout out to
I mean,
Montana, who is having
I mean,
a kid
for my
right now.
baby.
He's going to have Montana 2.0. But let's kind of dive in here to a little bit about what they talked about during the presentation, and then we can kind of go around and share our thoughts on what all they're doing. The big thing that I think everybody's kind of focusing on right now is the fact that all of your first edition ships are still going to be fully compatible with second edition, in the sense that at least the plastic spaceships will work. Everything else, you're going to need new stuff. They are going to be publishing conversion kits for each faction, $49.95 per faction, no less. That'll get you all the cards and punch boards and et cetera that you'll need. They do have numbers for how many of each ship is going to show up in the conversion kits up on the FAQ, I believe.
Just one question.
Yes.
Does anyone here own 3 decimators? Anyone?
There's a guy on Reddit who posted a picture.
There's not 3 in the
I
box.
really fell
There's
for
2.
him.
There's only 2 in the box. That was a typo.
Yeah, it's FFG.
Yeah.
Of course it's a typo.
Of course. But suffice to say, if you have a sufficiently large collection, you might be buying 2 copies of each conversion kit.
Yeah.
And 3 in some cases.
I feel sorry for DE.
Or is this an opportunity to reevaluate your poor 1.0 choices and realize you don't play all those damn ships? You don't need all that damn cardboard.
That's a goddamn
No,
lie.
it's not that.
You know it.
Yeah, no, nobody's going to pay
not
attention to that shit.
That sounds like blasphemy.
D-Yoon said it best, like, I'm like him. I need to own it all. It doesn't matter if I fly it. I need to own it all. And I need all the bases for all the
Hi.
ships that I already
I'm a
own.
completionist. I have a problem.
Exactly.
Okay.
I have.
I'm curious. Who here owns everything?
It?
Multiples? Like, I have 1 X-Wing, but that's because I only started in Wave 7.
What?
I have multiples of everything.
Yep.
I've got 1
Do you want to
Sturg.
know? Do you want to know how many X-wings I have?
I'm the guy. 7.
24.
I'm going to guess.
if you include
Damn,
T-17s.
I was going to say 12.
I have 17 T65s.
Do you really need a conversion kit for all 17?
Oh, no. Oh, 2 of each is going to do me.
Exactly.
That's my budget. 2 of each conversion kit. Is that
And
enough?
at $49.95, that's not a small
and
chunk
hey,
of change.
Source Renegades as well is going to come with, like,
Well, the new crap.
4
It'll come pre-converted at least, which is
of
nice.
the 2.0 cards as well. So there's enough for Epic
Yes.
at least.
And that's the only 2.0 that Down Under is going to see this year.
Yeah, right. So much
We
for
will wait
going
till
worlds next year.
June
You're going to
next
blow all
year.
your money on conversion kits.
Now, did everybody see the thing in FFG about the promo damage deck?
Oh, I
Yes.
want it.
No?
Yes.
I need it. I must have it.
really want it. So there's a
Explain.
T65 promo damage deck that you can get if you pre-order a core set through either FFG or your friendly local game store. It's
Yeah, I did that
basically
today.
included as part of that. And instead of like the normal mini cards for the damage deck, it's actually the full-sized LCG style cards for the damage deck.
That sounds like an America only type deal. That sounds like
Really?
No. I
shouldn't
checked with
be.
our distributor today. It's all around the world. All the
Yeah, it
distributors
should
can
be
get
everywhere.
some. You just need to register your interest so they get the right number in.
Australia counts too.
Australia
Yes.
matters too. If New Zealand
Australia-
matters,
And
Australia
we
matters.
will
Australia will
get
be
to you
lucky.
guys.
Australia will be lucky if we even get the core sets, let alone any fucking bonus stuff.
Dude,
Hey,
if you
they
don't get
said-
it, then I very much don't get it.
They said they're expanding the System Open series to other countries outside of the US and Europe. That damn well better mean you guys are getting a System Open at the very least.
It better. I mean,
Feel
how
the
else
same
do we
way.
qualify for Worlds?
Right? Yeah, get FFG to pay for that shit.
You know, I was just thinking though, with the Scum and Villainy expansion set, do you think they'll have more than one tweak?
Another trucker.
Damn it, Padre.
Is he even going to be a thing anymore?
Good question.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
tweak?
Bigger question, guys. Bigger question. Is the Star Viper wings going to fold?
God, I hope so.
Oh.
Starbucks.
You know how hard that would be to make?
I'm not.
I don't
buying
care.
Star
I want
Viper.
it.
They
Oh,
made
I
an
would
articulating X-wing. That
Seriously.
cannot be easy.
No, Fang
No.
Fighter. A rotating
And a
Fang
Fang
Fighter.
Fighter.
Come on.
Yeah.
No,
But
I could have made both of those things because I'm not going to go into the detail. It's a not a magnet, but you can. It would have been easy to make it. I don't know why they didn't do it before. Probably
Yeah.
budget.
Shout
it's not as
out
bad
to
as it
our
sounds.
main man, Luke Carrington. He's already done it, guys. He's already done it.
Absolutely.
That's true. And that man's creations are insane.
Oh, we got
Hopefully he
Matt
wins a
Pettick
Goldie
on now.
Award for it. I know he's not happy about getting nominated.
I want. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, if you're wondering what is exactly going to be released, they are going to be releasing a new core set with standard 2 ties and a T65. That'll have all the components you need, including some new movement templates that they've changed that up a little bit with some new markings. There'll also be 6 ships as part of the new wave. The X-Wing, obviously, the Y-Wing, TIE Advanced, TIE Fighter, the Fang Fighter, and Fire Spray. And though the Fire Spray will actually introduce a new medium base to the game. We'll kind of get into some of the big changes here momentarily, but those will be the first 6 ships available in Wave 1, and then there will be additional releases coming of ships being re-released with expansion kits for the First Order and for the Resistance coming with Wave 2.
And now they're separate. Can't
And
fly
now they're
Vader and Kylo.
Well, they haven't explicitly said that you can't mix those factions, but it seems
they
like
Oh,
that's probably what happened.
didn't they on the Team Covenant playthrough? Didn't they say that it was intended as separate factions?
Absolutely. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't fly
Yeah.
Kylo and Vader anymore. Or
Oh, okay. Well,
quick
Okay.
draw.
So that's
Good.
really going to torque me off.
you can't play the Skywalker family.
just take 3 bombers. It's going to be fine.
Okay.
Three Bobas?
Bombers.
Bombers.
Three
Bomber.
resistance
Funny guy.
bombers.
Funny guy.
Oddly enough, I have a list for that. However, I own 4 resistance bombers.
Of course
Of
you
course
do.
you do.
Of course
I
you
only
do.
own 3.
No one is surprised by that fact.
But the part that's kind of irritating me a little bit is like I've got to wait for the second, the second round of to get them, because the second round of expansion packs, because they didn't bother to do all of this. They gave us the ships, but didn't bother to make the factions available for everybody.
I mean,
Mark.
they talked about an aggressive release schedule. I would be very surprised if we don't have them within a month of the first stuff. I think it's going to be real quick. We're going to have everything within 6 months, I think.
Probably.
I think they're also wanting to kind of stretch it out a little bit to help ease the burden on people's wallets.
FFG wanting to ease the burden. Did you
They
actually
want your
just
money.
say that?
They want your money. Don't get me wrong, Padre. They want all of your money.
To be
Well,
honest, I
I
don't
think
think they're
you
making
take
that
them
much
all
on the
in one
conversion
big go.
kits.
I don't believe that, where they're not making enough. I mean, unless they're paying out for the license, they have to be making a ton of money for paper and plastic.
There is a lot of stuff in that conversion kit. I mean, for you guys, maybe not, but for those in the rest of the world, they've kept the price pretty close to RRP, which means it doesn't include shipping. It doesn't include all that other stuff. So I mean, they'll make money, but I don't think they're going to make that much off the conversion kits. It's going to be the new stuff they want to sell.
Why don't they get an Amazon Prime account? It's 2-day shipping. It's free. Problem solved.
Shit.
Moving on.
You're like a game
Moving
show.
on.
You're like,
Oh,
Wait, did
There
Patrick
is-
just volunteer to order all my shit for me? Awesome.
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
there is one important thing to note. There is actually a ship being removed from the game in X-Wing 2nd Edition, and that is the Imperial Fire Spray. So pour one out for your homie, the Imperial Fire Spray that nobody ever put on the table.
and
No one
Rebel
noticed
Nim.
the Rebel Skirg disappeared? Anyone?
Yes,
Rebel
it
Nim's
did.
not there.
Rebel Nim gone bye-bye.
There was one gentleman in the Twitch chat who was shouting for the Imperial Boba, and I was like, I'm sorry, he's gone.
Yeah, we
He's
have a
dead.
few of them around these parts.
Yep.
Why?
It's the bottom end of the world. I can't tell you. It's weird.
The toilets go the other way. It's no.
That's false. They do not. They'll swirl the same way.
Coming up next in OCX 2, we're going to flush a toilet.
What is
Wait a
this?
second.
No.
Could you do that? Can you bring your camera into your washroom and flush the toilet for us? Because we'd really like to know.
No, then
No.
because
This is
the
high
camera don't
quality
need
X-Wing
reverse.
content right here. Let me tell you.
While
It's
I
the
can,
Borealis effect.
I'm not going to.
No, sorry. Sorry.
So, actually, that was a good question you asked, Patrick. Patrick, why? And that is a big thing that they touched on during the announcement is why are they doing a second edition? Why nuke it all and start fresh? And I think they had a lot of really solid reasons in the sense that they were really wanting to kind of rebuild the game mechanically and try to introduce some new mechanics, but also really beef up the faction identity, which I think with the new Resistance TV show coming out, we're really going to start to feel that a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, as a veteran of FFG reboots, I mean, Game of Thrones 1.0, 2.0, I've done that. There's others, L5R. These guys are good at rebooting a game. I have confidence. My only kind of trepidation is the app. FFG, I mean, come on, please don't go full FFG tard on it. But
The good news is
The new word for the day.
Credit to the Minox for finding this out. They did not build the app in-house, so it will not be a shit show like Tome.
it's not so much the coding I'm worried about. It's more the release schedules, the timing, the change control. Just basic as an IT person, just basic change control so that they don't fuck it up.
Catch, if you're in IT, when you hear, oh, it wasn't built in-house, that's worse.
It's worse when they need to update it. You're not wrong.
I'm not going to get political, but
Pretty sure
it was-
Tome wasn't built in-house, though, was it?
No, I don't think so.
I
But-
believe
May not have
Chico
been.
was
But-
saying that it was contracted out to somebody, and that's half the problem.
Yeah, but I don't want to get political, but there was a website that America put out for healthcare.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
Nope, staying really far away from that.
X-Wing 2.0.
But I think, I think the app is absolutely going to be the update platform they needed to really keep the game healthy for a long period of time. Because they were really just kind of running into a brick wall in terms of design space with all of the patches and add-ons they had just strapped on to X-Wing 1.0.
Yeah, like my favorite thing about this is this bypasses them having to wait for approval. It's a one-stop shop. The only thing is, like, second-party people who have put, their lifeblood into their websites. I mean, those might go away. I don't know what Vassal's going to suffer, but my only advice to those other websites is you can just have generic ships and then all the cards to where you can, like, maybe build a list and then slap it into Vassal if we want to keep that going.
Please, someone reinvent Vassal. It's the only way I get to play.
I would say, with
I'd
any
bet
luck, they'll
money
give
that-
people access to the API so they can just tap into the database and just automatically import any changes that happen. That's overly optimistic, I know. But
as
it'd
at
be
least
nice.
a backup. At least as a backup.
Jeez, I hope so.
Well, I certainly hope that they come out with directions on how to use this wonderful new software, because when they gave out Tome, or whatever you want to call it, I call it the Tomb of Calcutta. When they gave that out, that was here it is. Have fun. You had to break it in order to figure out how to use the bloody thing. And this is going to be, so much more fun.
Now, just to kind of quickly go over the core changes that they touched on in terms of what they're revamping in second edition. Turrets getting a massive overhaul. They're going to mobile firing arcs for all turrets. Some of those will be double firing arcs, where you'll have basically 180 degrees worth of coverage. Some of them will be single firing arcs, like the Shadowcaster. They completely revamped the action system, and I want to talk a lot about that in a little bit here. Specifically, linked actions. I think that's freaking brilliant. They added a medium base ship, which I think will be nice when you don't have to worry about your K-Wings wings clipping everything, because the base isn't big enough. And really just improving the usability and design of the materials we're working with, and really doing a good job of keeping themselves open for future development. Not only with just the app, but also with just like even ship-based design.
Yeah, look, I'm quite excited about where they're trying to go, what they're trying to do. I like that they're trying to make it so that they can be agile with their changes. They can address problems. I'm hoping to see some kind of like regular update system. So like every 3 months we get a rollout. I love, as a tournament organizer, that you can create your own custom events because of the app. You just, you ban whatever lists you want, no scum, or you can only fly scum, just, saying, because everyone should.
And it's it's definitely something where I think with the way they described it, they definitely want to have a regular schedule for updates to the game, so we will know roughly when to expect those, rather than having to just wait for FFG to announce something and just twiddle our thumbs in the corner. And the one of the things they described with how they're wanting to do kind of their seasonal tournaments, they're going to include thematic tournament schemes that stores can use to run leagues and so forth. So, and even for potentially like premier and formal level events, there may be restrictions or ban lists depending on what they want to do. And it'll be possible because they have this app that they can just push those updates out to people with.
Yeah, one of the questions in the town hall was, are you just going to ban something right before some sort of tournament? And the answer was no, but I'm going...
You can go ahead and call bullshit on that. There'll be a lead time, so 2 weeks in advance they might go, here's the changes, this is in effect 2 weeks from now. Like they do with the FAQ and stuff, They won't just drop it a day before a tournament, unless you're going to PAX Australia, in which case, fuck you.
I was just going to say, someone needs to tell the TOs in Australia.
Or even Japan if they have a tournament.
Not all of us.
Not all of you. Not all of you. Just PAX. Just PAX.
The one thing about the like this open play testing where they can modify things on the fly, like Games Workshop started to do this with the new edition. I feel like with the app, it's going to be a lot better because you're not buying a book, right? The problem with Games Workshop, you buy a book, within a month they've changed what's in the book. Mm-hmm. Right? With the app, everyone's going to have it. It's going to be, and it's free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The app is free.
You know what? Right? I won't be upset if I have to pay for updates rather than having to buy cards, or all I have to do is buy bases, and I can pay for this upgrade, or I'm going to be happy with that. It's the way of the future.
For those of you who are worried that if you go to a tournament that's being held in a basement and you won't have an internet connection to work with, they did say in the announcement it will be local on your device. So even if you don't have the internet, you're not shit out of luck on looking up your list or modifying it for that matter.
Now, if it crashes or isn't compatible with your iOS and you haven't updated in a while, you're SOL.
Yeah, then you're fucked. But,
there's a PDF. God damn it. There's a PDF you can download.
Equal opportunity here.
there will be an online PDF or whatever with all the information in.
Also true.
If you really are stuck on pen and paper.
Yeah. They will be published in PDF.
Speaking of pen and paper, don't knock the pen and paper, okay? Because all you
Look,
people,
I fully understand
Here's
that
my
we need
show
to support
notes.
old people as well. It's a
How many
thing.
trees did you murder, Padre, to write all that out?
I feel like the people need to see the show notes. I mean, this is 2.0, guys. We
I
went
don't
all
even
out.
have the
We
show
have actual
notes.
show notes, digitized show notes.
You
Twice.
do, I don't. Where
no,
are they?
these are not digitized.
Well,
Yeah, they
I
are.
mean, Padre, pen and paper.
Did you write them all out?
I did. I couldn't get my printer to work.
Oh my god.
It wouldn't work. I kept pressing the button. Nothing would happen.
He lent his hammer and chisel to his neighbor. God damn it!
This is how you do it. You have all of these devices on the go at once. You can YouTube
right.
and you can read your chats and your show notes.
No. One device. That's all you need.
Well, that's
I
what
just
I'm
switch
recording on.
between different desktops that I have open.
I'll have
Um,
you know that my cell phone is a smartphone, and I've had it for 3 years. I had a flip phone before then.
I'm proud of you, Padre. Welcome to the real world.
Okay, the future will catch you. It will get you.
All right. Well, let's dive into some of these new gameplay elements that they're introducing and talk a little bit more about those. The big
That's
new
here in the show
mechanic
notes
they
for
were
anyone
talking
that's
about.
interested.
I know it's here. I got it right here.
The big thing that they kept on coming back to during the presentation was the introduction of force powers and force abilities. It's using a new resource they're, I think, calling force charges, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Correct.
And certain pilots are going to have force abilities, like Luke and Vader will have force abilities. And the number of force charges that you get will depend on how powerful that person is in the force. They specifically said somebody like Vader is probably going to have like 3 charges, whereas somebody like Ezra is only going to have 1. And those special abilities obviously will use those charges, although they didn't really get into detail about what exactly that would do, like what those force abilities look like.
Yeah, one of them is basically Luke's current ability, where he can flip a focus to an evade if he already has the charges. And if you shoot him, he gains a charge. So it really didn't change Luke all that much.
Yeah.
And then I think Vader's was he can spend his force powers for more actions. So he can, I think, do 3 actions a turn. From what I saw today on
Yeah.
the
Oh, that's
stream.
not OP.
No, it is okay. It's only a barrel roll that he can do as a third one, and
Exactly.
it makes him stressed. So it's not even as good as Vader with PTL.
Yeah.
A lot
Which
of
isn't good
the action economy has been heavily refined, and we'll get into that. So that
It looks so good.
while it looks scary, it's not as bad
Okay,
as it
coach.
It looks amazing.
No, it's
Oh,
that's
shit.
a perfect word, refined. Because I was
I'm not
looking
bad
for like a back pedal on power, or the reins were pulled, but refined is so much better because it turned
I think
into action wing.
Some aspects
Yes.
have been simplified, but then they've added others. So, look, I think they've spent a lot of time on this. I think it's well thought out. There's a lot of love gone into this. I'm quietly optimistic.
They spent 5 years on it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow
you
they
were
start
there.
working
We were the
on
play
3.0.
testers. These
Yep.
5 years have just been a big play test.
We're big tobacco, baby.
Let's throw this weird thing at them. See how they react. Oh God, they hated it. Quick, take it out. Take it out.
I'm just hoping that FFG has the playtesters sign something that say they're not going to get into a competition anytime soon.
I wouldn't count on that.
I honestly,
They've never done it for the play testers before.
I think the biggest
Well,
learning
we've
curve is
never
going to be.
rebooted an entire game system for X-Wing before.
It's
No,
okay.
I
It's all
think
the top players anyway.
the biggest learning curve is going to be building your list. I think that's it. Other than that, you're going to be able to build your list, figure out what your actions are and your abilities, and the text is very simplified, and it's the same maneuvers. They didn't change how you fly.
We
don't know if there might be a 4-bank yet.
Point our arc forward, right? So
No, there's
you're
no
already
4-bank.
halfway there.
Are we
better not be a
100% on that?
There's no 4-bank.
Okay. There, I
Okay,
mean,
this is
I
not
haven't
a
seen
tech
anything.
wing.
Okay.
This is not a tack wing, and Pinto took a picture of the big old case, and there were only 3 banks in there.
Okay,
There was the
good.
1, 2, and 3.
Thank you,
Good.
Pento.
That would be a great prize, though, at some event, a 4-bank.
Here,
That'd be
I'll
a
never be able to use
crates.
it, but it looks cool.
Crates, get to work on that. 4-bank.
Yeah.
Do
A 4 or 5 hard turn.
There you go. Jesus Christ. The other big thing that they really kept coming back to was this stronger faction identity between the Rebellion, the Empire, Scum, First Order, and Resistance, and how each of those factions was going to have their own mechanics that made them unique. I mean, it like the one thing in particular they cited for Empire is it sounds like they're going to be doing their damnedest to make swarm mechanics still very much a thing for them, which is, I'm sure, going to make Dallas Parker very happy.
I started with the swarm.
And Scum is still going to be up to their same old tricks of ruining your day. But
Wait,
I'm curious really to see what they do with Resistance and FO.
Well, for Resistance, right now, all we have are bombers that are really doing anything, and I can't even play them.
And Ray.
And
And
Poe.
Poe.
Ray, Poe.
Who? These people mean nothing to me.
You
They
know
don't
the
care
good
about
ships?
Good ships. Oh, wait, I remember Ray. I blew her up in the last tournament I was in. That was great.
Hey now.
Yeah. I annihilated
I
her.
love Flying Ray. I have
To
so
be
much
fair,
fun with her.
I do have $20 on Bob winning Worlds.
Ooh.
Do you?
Yes.
I could see that. Bob is nasty.
Did we ever find out where Ontopsky came in?
He flies tomorrow.
He's playing tomorrow.
He's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
Good. Maybe he'll be on stream.
I don't,
No,
I don't
no,
think
no,
people are
because
ready for what he's
It's going
going
to
to
be
bring.
actually 2.0.02 tomorrow.
Yeah, we're just going to cast again tomorrow because why not? We've got all the login information now.
Oh, yeah,
I'm actually
it's
recording
2.0.
tonight.
We're new and improved, guys.
Right now, Coach is going, what the hell have I done? What have I done? And you just see him like this in the corner. Oh, like that.
Coach, you're out of a job now,
No.
buddy.
Coach is probably too drunk to remember this is even happening, and he's already at karaoke.
Look, Coach was meant to set up the links for this and did not, which is why we ran around first thing this morning sorting it all out.
To be fair, that's not
Right.
his fault. He was expecting to drop and drink, but then actually started winning games and, had to play.
Oh my god, yeah.
Darn, I had to play.
Oh, damn.
What I want to know, did he have to use the pink template? Did he?
You better
Hope
have.
so.
He lost
I think
3.
the pink Onyx template.
Yeah. The fly off the board template.
Yeah, the 3 hard Eddie template.
When in doubt, pink template.
Every time.
It's true.
I am really excited for how they've revamped turrets. I mean, I understand they were kind of a component of the game that I feel like they probably needed to keep. But the fact that everything is a mobile arc now really makes me happy because the Shadowcaster had it right.
The
Yes.
Shadowcast is one of my favorites, and as someone who's really mastered the mobile turret, I'm looking forward to everyone else having to learn.
Have you seen
I
the
would-
Dengar card?
I have not.
So he's got focus and target lock, which both lead into turret change, which is red. So he can perform one of his mod actions, and if he has to change his turret as well, he can, but it's like pushing the limit to do it, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
So it looks fair.
Yeah. And the fact that there's some double arcs in there, I think it's going to be really interesting.
Yeah,
like I think the
Falcon
Falcon had a
finally.
double arc.
Yes, finally. As
Yeah.
it
The
should.
Lambda has a rear arc.
The Lambda has a rear arc. Holy shit! There's been cannons on the back of that ship since it got released, and now it
Yeah,
has a
but
rear
they
arc.
didn't change its dial at all. It stayed the same.
Oh, did it?
I wonder if they changed the Hawk dial. I wonder if it's still
Oh
ass.
my god.
The
I
mighty,
hope it still has
mighty
one
hawk.
attack.
They
Also,
must have
dials,
fixed the B-wing.
also dials are, instead of green maneuvers, now blue maneuvers for the colorblind.
Which is really
Which I
nice
think is
for
amazing.
Because there's actually quite a few people out there who have to deal with that.
There are so many colorblind players down these parts.
One of them has a louder voice than the rest.
When I would play him, he'd be like, I'm not sure if this is green or not. And I'd be like, how would I know? And he's like, because I'm colorblind. And I'm like, oh, shit. Well, we'd have to get him like a seeing eye dog to play every time we wanted to go.
Wow.
I mean, if I want to be super superficial, I mean, I'm not loving the change in card sizes because, I mean, we didn't have space to begin with.
I disagree with that only because I had to buy either one size sleeve or another size. I'd rather just have one size sleeve.
And they're all standard LCG card size now. So you're dealing with like you can just go out and buy like baseball card sleeves and it'll work.
Except for the damage.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yes, they're all LCG card size.
We don't have baseball cards, but I play Game of Thrones and I have like 5 million fucking cards.
Yeah, Magic the Gathering.
Magic the Gathering will work as well.
Now the damage deck does stay miniature.
The damage deck, the official damage deck does. The official one, special pre-order one's larger.
Yeah, no, that's the LCG size.
So you do have use for at least 33 of your small mini American sleeves.
Yep.
Yes.
Your 2,000 mini American sleeves.
They will probably re-release Drunk Assist Astromech. We'll yell at Coach to get that shit done.
Yeah, and also they were talking about like so when you buy certain upgrade or certain packs, it's going to have the same cards in other packs, so it's not going to be selective to the faction. So even though, oh my god, yeah, they're bigger cards, you're not going to have like 600 like the collectors do.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be as many as there were before, which will be nice.
Yeah,
it's not so much the storage. I'm talking more like actual gameplay, like on the table.
Oh yeah, when we have
go to those tournaments where you don't have any space on the table at all, and I mean we'll find a way around it. Like I said, I'm being super superficial at this point.
On those upgrade cards, there is that little gray space so you can stack them easily, and it also seems like there will be some interesting new limitations on how many upgrades can be on each ship. So you're not going to be sitting there with Nim Miranda and 17 upgrades lined up across the entire playmat.
Well, that hardly seems fair.
Well, it looks like they're steering away from that hard.
Yeah, which is very good. That pleases me.
Nim and Miranda aren't a thing anymore. The breakup is real.
Yes.
Fuck them.
It's so sad. We thought they were going to get married. Now it's all over.
Well, I'm kind of looking forward to going back to my Triple K wing list again.
I'll be interested to see how well that will work too.
See, bombs are now have their own phase, and it has
to
do everything.
And like the mechanics on bombs have changed seemingly fairly dramatically. There's like no more action bombs anymore. It seems like it's all just on reveal bombs or something similar.
It's only in the system phase now, yeah.
Yeah, it's its own, which is amazing update because the way that bombs were, they were almost their own like integrated phase within phases that were already phased, and it wasn't good.
Try that one more time for me, Patrick, because that hurt my brain.
The fact that you were confused just proves my point. Yes.
I understand bombing quite well. I mean, what are they going to do? Are they going to get rid of proximity mines? Are they going to get rid of cluster mines? I mean, are they going to get rid of all of the good toys? Or are we going to be left with, just protons and small little stupid little bomblet things? Come on.
I feel like they've given it its own phase. It's going to be a space that they're going to design a lot for.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably end up being a lot more centered around area denial than necessarily rolling up on someone and just dropping it down their face.
And obstacle removal.
And obstacle removal. That's right. The seismic charges apparently take out obstacles like seismic torpedoes do.
And it sounds like there's some kind of like reload function as well, so you get them back. So it's not like you've just got two. Be very careful where you drop them.
Y-wings have reload inbuilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
There's also something that like I was noticing with the ordnance, because they were talking about multiple use ordnance as being a new thing. I presume that means they're getting rid of extra munitions entirely, which is good. But if you look at the secondary weapon cards, there's little energy markers on there. And then typically somewhere in the text, it tells you to spend one of those little energies. So I presume that just tells you how many charges or how many torpedoes or bombs or whatever it is you have.
Yeah, and then there's
seem
other
hard
bonuses
baked into
too.
the ordinance itself.
I'm in love
Like,
with all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially the bombs, because I think it got away from them and they reined it in rather well.
Yeah, I would agree.
Just
Oh,
kind of insane
I
to
would
where-
totally disagree. I never felt that bombs.
Of course.
God damn it, Patrick.
That's like me saying harpoons are fine. You don't need to do anything about them.
Oh, wait a second. I
Well,
never
of course we're
disagreed with
fine.
you, though. Look, I've been hit by multiple harpoons. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I've never complained about a new weapon system and the terrible things that it does and all of that.
Until they took away bombs.
Well, they took away my fun toys.
Well, either way, the ordnance overhaul looks actually like a lot of fun. Like especially the description for ion torpedoes, I really like, where you can spend a result to do damage, and everything else just gets turned into ion tokens.
Yeah,
So you
that'd
can
be cool.
drop
Yeah.
like
You're going to need up
5,
to
6
3
ion
now.
tokens.
Yes.
You're
Oh,
going to need
it's on
3 to
three
do
ships.
large base ships.
So
Yeah.
go over the bases, Coach.
So with the bases in the game, they introduced a medium base, which is roughly 1.5 times the size of a small base. And I presume the ion count now will be 1 for small base, 2 for medium, and 3 for large. If you're going to try and ionize something,
Correct.
and with the new medium base, I think that's actually going to prove to be quite an interesting learning experience, because it's just going to be really wonky how they move and relearning all of that. So far confirmed, based on what I could find, there was 7 medium base ships that they have officially said will be in the game after all the updates, at least for now. The Fire Spray obviously is on that list. Both the K-Wing and the ARC 170, the TIE Punisher, the G1A, the Kimagilla, and the Skirk, which feels like a pretty solid list to me.
I wonder if Kylo Ren is going to come in on a medium.
That's
Why
a good
would
question.
that matter?
And somebody, Patrick, you were asking about the aggressor,
Yep.
whether it was
for
going to be medium.
IG-88. I got
That's a good
conflicting
question.
answers. Large or medium?
That's actually a tough call, because the IG 2000 ships were never really that large, at least in the old canon. I don't know.
To be honest, if the Kimagilla is a medium base, the IG can be a medium base.
The
Yeah,
Kylo
I don't know.
Ren's ship is bigger than the IG-88's ship.
Apparently, that's
It
getting
better be
shrunk.
medium.
Somebody was saying today that they got told that the silencer is getting shrunk.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
And
Well,
I
they
was
did
like,
say-
I can't see that happening.
Yeah, because they said the first edition ships would still be compatible. I can't imagine they would. Well, I mean, it still kind of
Well,
works
if
because
it's-
the ship's
if it
already bigger
stays
than the
on a-
base anyway. But
If it stays
Yeah.
on a small base, then the actual model doesn't really matter. But I just find that hard to believe. That's all.
yeah,
Yeah. This is
Have
where
you
the
seen the
chat
pictures
comes in
of-
handy.
yeah.
Figure
seen
out
the
chat.
new
tell me
Y-Wing?
how the aggressor is.
The new Y-Wing actually looks really, really good. It
has
might
a
get me
turret.
to buy extra models. It has a turret. Fucking fine.
It has a turret.
Chico is demanding airtime, guys. He's demanding.
He is.
No.
He gets
Sorry?
nothing.
He has to wait until the end.
What are you talking about? Chico's right there. He's got a beard.
That's Chico 2.0, the bit
Wave
of it.
See,
Chico.
I've even got the jersey.
Yeah.
So,
You
Chico,
can
my
come in
question
after
to you,
commercial break. How about that?
Chico, my question to you is: did you know? You knew 2.0 was happening, didn't you?
He knew. He asked.
Wait, real
He
Chico or
Son
not
of a
I
Chico?
bitch.
knew this.
Tell the truth.
You're talking to real Chico, right?
No, we're
No.
talking to you, Chico.
I'm saying nothing.
You can
I'm-
neither confirm nor deny.
Can neither confirm nor deny. I actually didn't know. I didn't know. I
didn't know either.
I guessed. I guess a lot. And it makes me yeah, I don't know. I've got to stop guessing, because when I'm right, it looks bad. It looks like I know things I shouldn't.
I was hoping, and the execution was exactly what I was hoping for. So,
It's amazing.
prophecy fulfilled.
I'm
I
so
mean,
happy.
It's overwhelming. The amount of information at the moment is overwhelming, but I think
It is.
overall it's positive. Just please,
There-
please don't go FFG Tard on the app.
I took the day off yesterday.
there is a ton of information that they've come out, and they're giving it in little bits and pieces, and we're having to go multiple different places to find it. Why can they just not say, this is what's going to happen? Here are all of the changes. You guys shall be great and thrilled, as opposed to giving it out in little dribs and drabbles and all of this stuff. Give us the information. Heck,
Got to build hype.
forget the hype. Throw out the rule book online so we can start learning this thing. Because
Get on the hype train, Padre.
It's
Do I look like I'm
absolutely
in the hype
marketing,
train?
Padre. I feel you, but it's absolutely marketing. They
Oh,
got to build up excitement all the way up into Gen Con, which, by the way, there will be an early release of 2.0 at Gen Con, and then it's scheduled
Yeah.
for official release at Game Store.
Lucky you guys.
I'll send you all my
I'm
money,
so
and you
glad
can
about
send
Gen
me the pre-release.
So who's
Yeah.
going to Gen Con and who wants to get me some X.2, X-Wing 2.0?
What is shipping like to New Zealand these days?
Bad.
Terrible.
bad. I'm sorry. That was a sheep joke.
Wow. Wow.
But I want to get to my favorite change they're making, and that is to actions and action economy. They literally, like, the first thing that they said when they talked about how they're changing actions is like, there will be no more push the limit in the game. And I was like, okay, they did something right. The linked actions, where if you take a particular action, it can lead into another, much like push the limit, in that you're taking two actions, but it's chained, and frequently the second action may actually be red. That's another big thing, is that there are red actions now. For example, the Y-Wing's barrel roll is red. It's not easy to do a barrel roll in a Y-Wing. Makes sense. But the linked actions will really bring a lot of dynamicism to the whole action economy of the game, and I think really make each ship feel very unique, because they'll have access to a lot of these actions. It just may be harder to necessarily perform them, depending on how they chain or if they're red.
Yeah.
It's going to hone in a lot of those aces that were able to just be across or completely evade you for the turn that you may have had it in arc, and then it'll come back around. But that doesn't happen anymore without specific situations to where you have to be either range 1 to 2 of other ships, or possibly you have it set up to where, like with Rebels, a lot of chain reactions that happen in a certain situation or order, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that barrel roll, I'm not feeling that barrel roll, but let's see. Let's see how it goes.
The reload is red as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the Y-Wing.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
I believe the red
sounds fair.
actions, in some cases, do weapons disabled as well, don't they? Or is that
See, we don't
explicitly
know.
stated for certain
I don't
abilities?
I don't know if
I
I
haven't
saw
seen
that today.
I haven't
Okay.
seen that.
I've seen something that if you do it, you get stressed and you're also weapons disabled. I don't remember what
it
was
might be the
associated with.
reload that gives you the weapons disabled like it does now, and it's just the fact that it's red gives you stress as well.
Would make sense.
Yeah.
But I think this really allows them to balance efficiency on a ship a lot easier. And I think it'll give aces a lot of really fun play options that they may not have had before, including bringing up some aces that were just kind of sitting in the wings, like Fel's Wrath.
I wouldn't be unhappy if that didn't even come back.
I
Look,
don't think anybody would honestly miss it.
I'm excited to use a whole bunch of ships I have never played with, because like I said, I came in Wave 7, so I mean, what is a B-Wing?
Oh my god!
Now,
I started
B-Wings still have
only to learn
B-Wings still have red 3 banks. I'm going to be so angry.
Now, will they ever articulate the wings on the B-Wing?
They damn well better.
They
I want them to
probably
do
will.
wings.
They'll implement something to it.
Either that or I'll pay Luke Carrington to fix my B-Wings.
But like with B-Wings, this is going to be great for B-Wings, because it's not going to be like, okay, I have you target locked, focused, and a harpoon sitting at you, and then I have another ship doing the same thing. That's it. Your B-Wings off the board. It's now, okay, you can focus, and that's it. That's all you get. And you're doing a primary attack at range 3 at a B-Wing. It's going to live. It's going to actually be able to do what it was supposed to do in the original game. which is
Thank you,
exciting.
Nicholas Mock. It was the R2 Astromech that allows you to regen, gives you a weapon disabled token when you regen.
Yeah.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, Nick.
Keeping it real, chat. All right. Firstly, we're going to just divert for 1 second. Baby Montana, baby girl, Lucy, born, happy, proud parents, everyone doing well.
Mid-episode.
Good.
That's amazing.
Congrats, Montana.
How big? How big?
I didn't get that detail. I have
Son
a
of
photo.
Bitch.
You got a photo?
I got a photo.
Can you screen share?
I mean, look at me. I'm the OCX now.
Oh, that's
I'm in
right.
charge.
Let's.
Player's gonna say it's fake.
Players gonna say it's fake. I mean, we are OCX 2.0, which means we're bigger, we're better, and we have more content, which means we have a brand new segment. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready for this? We're going to introduce
I'm not
Snapshot
sure she's
Sarah
ready.
live from Worlds. Sarah, turn your damn mic on.
Hi.
Crazy!
It's the OG.
What's going
It's the
on?
OG cast.
The OG cast. Fuck. They talk about like we're retired already.
2.0 doesn't
Jesus
come out
Christ.
until Gen Con.
You've already been put out the path.
We're ahead of the curve, baby. Ahead of the curve.
So
damn.
we're
First 2.0 podcast.
Hey, this is our podcast now. We're a serious podcast.
No, you're not.
Hey,
All right, go for it. All right.
All right, Coach. What was your favorite game from Worlds today?
Oh shit, game 5. Because I technically was supposed to lose that, but I was trying not to get 100 0'd, and somehow I blacked the fuck out and I won the game. I don't know how it happened, but I legit was just trying not to get 100 0'd, and I won the game. I don't know.
I feel like you have to cheer Mud Dice.
Yeah, mud dice.
Mud ice.
Sort of. I don't know. I'm gonna just go with it was blackout coach awesomeness. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Autopilot.
You heard it here first. Coach blacking out to win a game. So,
He's
Coach,
literally
tell us,
drooling on the mat.
Aren't you part of the acting community? Don't you produce like a podcast or something like that?
Used to.
Yes.
Yes,
I am a
Mhm.
part of the X-Wing community, and I have a podcast called the OCX Radio Podcast. Oh, I'm fucking pressed, bitches. Look at that shit. Look at that.
Good.
Look at that. OCX Radio Press.
That's my name next year. That's my
That
name.
is the only time you will see my name and press in the same fucking sentence.
OCX Radio. What is that? I mean,
I have been awake for 18 hours.
Well, whose fault is that?
12
Sleep
of
better.
them. I want to go sing
I
ACDC.
I personally watched Coach crack a beer at 8:30 a.m.
Hey, if you're gonna be drunk all day, you gotta get started early.
I was doing fireball shots at like 9:30? Yeah.
Joey,
we're
Joey,
going-
to that.
What the fuck, Chico?
great way
I
to.
mean, what else is supposed to
You
do?
did not
Come
know.
on.
What was your favorite moment of today?
Was my favorite
Your
like, getting-
favorite moment.
leaving.
No. His favorite moment of today was judging against me for the second
Oh,
time.
yeah, I got
the same question.
This motherfucker tries to use Bosch wrong. It's like, what are you doing?
Oh my god.
You wanted to use Bosch before you compare results.
If you're
It's
not
like, strong,
cheating, you're not
strong.
trying.
Yeah, fair.
Were you on Gold Squadron stream?
We can't hear you. What do
They
you
didn't
want?
have one.
If you're on Gold Squadron stream, then he's allowed to cheat with Bosk. Otherwise, it's no go.
Yeah, well,
They just set up today. They'll be on tomorrow.
yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Then you're not getting away with that
They
Bosk
do
shit. What
not
were you thinking,
want
Show
Cheating
Coach?
abound.
They did
So
not want power
Chico,
of coach.
what was your favorite call of today?
I mean, it's gonna sound boring after this shenanigans, but somebody with a Shadowcaster shooting out the side arc, trying to figure out if range starts from the cardboard or the end of the plastic. Which it's the end of the plastic because it's closest to closest for the base.
Even I know that.
And man, that guy was super angry, and he said, "Well, I must protest in whatever language he had."
Wow.
was English, but he had a thick accent.
So I just
And
want to.
I dragged the marshal over, and he was like, "Yeah, Chico's right." So I was like, "Yeah, wrecked."
Why is
Who's marshalling today?
Other podcast, Chico. Other podcast.
Deal on there.
Because he messaged me.
Ricky is
Ricky
mine.
is messaging you.
He is mine, and you leave him alone. Okay. So awesomeness. We totally told Kyle in Chicago that we were going to the honor salute or something like that,
We're not
like
there
an
right
hour
now.
ago.
We're not
And
there.
they're there, and we're not.
No.
So it's super fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I just like to point out this hug action going on.
Oh, it's so,
So
You
cute.
guys,
so nice.
haven't
Actually,
congratulated us on our 50th episode yet.
Yeah, this
So
is the 50th
I'll
episode,
ask
Coach.
this while
It's our
you're in someone's
50th
conversation.
episode. Where's the
What are
congratulations?
your aspirations for playing on Saturday? Oh wait.
Hey, there's Luke. Get Luke in here. He likes being famous.
Luke, get Luke on.
Luke wants to be famous. Bring him in.
Come here.
Wow.
AJ wants to talk to you. What's up?
Now he's etching things.
Hi, Cats. How you doing? Hi, everybody.
Welcome to OCX 2.0.
We're right here in front of the Fantasy Flight Game Center.
Look at those
Can I have
lips. Look at those big lips he's got. Oh! Fuck you, Luke. You stole my phone for 20 minutes.
I think we have to get a little more liquor in Luke before he starts singing love song stage. Eh?
I'm so sorry about the shit show this devolved into on our side.
Hey,
Well,
do
we had
they
to
know
get it in
about-
somehow.
Do they know about
We're
Baby
channeling our
Montana?
inner OCX
Oh yeah, do they know
1.0.
about Baby Montana?
You should probably
Do they
have
know
the keys. Thank you.
Baby Montana, do they know?
Baby
What?
Montana.
Baby Montana.
What?
Do
You know about Baby Montana, right?
Yeah, Lucy.
yeah.
Lucy.
She was
Yay!
Not watching.
She'll hear this in 10 years.
God, I hope not.
Oh God, I hope your YouTuber doesn't remember that long.
That's all I got. What
Sarah,
do we
can
do?
you ask them to congratulate us on 50 episodes?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so today is episode 50 of OCX 2.0.
It's not episode 50 for me. So what about it?
Do you have anything to say to us for our achievement?
Correct.
You stand at the eye of our achievements.
Congratulations.
Yours.
Yeah. If I could summarize for everybody over here, you stand here amidst our achievements, not yours. There you go.
I'm so happy right now.
Yeah, me too.
I'd like to thank my
Wonderful.
man.
Time.
This is what happens when you judge for a whole day. And go karaoke. We're karaoke now.
Please tell me Chico has had something to
Let's
drink.
do it.
He said he was doing fireball
yeah.
shots at like 9:30 this morning.
Bye.
It's time to rock and roll.
I
Somebody say
apologize
tweet?
for the shit show.
I'm not going to argue with that. I am this. Wow, 2.0, and now you guys implement apologizing. Jesus.
Yeah.
What the
Who's
hell?
apologizing?
What
Who's
for what?
apologizing? What's
Fucking
happening?
millennial goddamn podcast apologizing shit.
For what?
We ran the show. We didn't apologize for nothing.
I'm sorry. Who's got the passwords now?
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
You want to rephrase your last statement, Coach?
If
No.
you want the keys to the
Keep
car,
being
you'll
awesome so
say
we
you're
can rake
sorry.
in those Patreon dollars. Keep being awesome.
Okay, yeah. Okay, legitimate question. Do we get the
Oh, don't worry.
Patreon
We'll
dollars
get
ready
there. We have a
for
segment
fans?
specifically set aside for how we're going to spend Patreon dollars later.
No comment. Okay. Apparently, people are peacing out. So
Sarah's
Yeah.
going
Thank you for
bye-bye.
joining us, Sarah.
Crowley-okie. We
Thank
look
you.
forward to the video.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Snap, Snap, Share.
Good luck, Sarah.
Good luck.
Don't die. Don't let Coach drive.
Please
was
don't
so-
let Coach drive.
Don't let Coach drive.
No, that was Snapshot Share live from the FFG headquarters.
And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Oh God, we still haven't even gotten through all of the changes.
No, we haven't.
Oh my God.
I mean,
So-
I mean, other podcasts cover this. Do we care?
Well, some of it. Like, I like the fact, like, I want to go over the fact that they're going to 200 points. I think that's kind of a big deal.
And pilot skill 6.
And we're back.
Thank you.
I don't,
And,
I don't
compressed
understand
pilot
that.
skill. Understand which?
Go, Mark.
What? Right. I get taking VI and adaptability away because fuck those cards. But
Yes.
if you can't change your pilot skill, why do you have to lower it to 6 as the cap?
They stated that there are going to be instances where you can boost your pilot skill just for like a turn or with an ability or something like that. And the reason they condensed it is because there were too many like 4 to 7 pilot skills that were just left out in the middle and didn't really do anything. So this way it's like,
Yeah.
oh, Luke is pilot skill 6, Soonter's pilot skill 6, Vader, and all the other great pilots that we love. So that way it's just not spread out. And if I need to, I can VI up to them. It's now, no, he's a 4, that's a 4, that's it.
Yeah. And also, I think it really allows them to get rid of that glut that they had there in the middle pilot skill range, where you had these really cool and fun ships like Nien Num and Snap Wexley and like Scourge and Night Beast, where they're just kind of sitting there in that middle range and never really seeing the table, because their pilot skill wasn't low enough to be a good blocker and it wasn't high enough to be an ace.
Yeah.
And so by kind of compressing that together, suddenly you've got people playing at a much closer level, at least as far as like aces are concerned and named pilots. I think it really just kind of gives you more opportunities to actually put those guys on the table.
Absolutely.
So I'm really happy about that. And really, like, if you looked at a lot of those middle pilot skill ships, it's like, why is this sitting here in this awkward range? Like, why is this ship PS6?
Because they needed to fill the slot. We have a 4,
exactly.
we have a 6, we have an 8, and that's it.
Yeah,
and maybe next expansion we'll have a 5 and a 7, and that'll be the expansion for it.
Yeah. It did feel like there was pretty much only 3 anyway. You had generics, you had aces, and then you had the guys in the middle, and that was it.
You guys
there was
just never saw one.
It's like the select few, like Asajj is a 7, but it didn't matter because Asajj could give a stress, Lats Razzie for an evade, so it didn't matter that she moved first. She was a tank.
Yeah, truly outstanding pilots like Vessery. I mean, he was a PS6, actually saw the table, and Ryad was a PS5, but they were exceptional.
Yeah, because of focus, evade, and palp.
Right.
You want to be lower because you don't want your K turn getting blocked.
Yeah, exactly.
That's also true.
I think initiative is going to become, like, initiative bids are going to become more important.
I'll be curious to see how that all plays out. But yeah, I think you're probably right. And I guess we should stop calling it pilot skill because it's actually called initiative now.
Yes, it's initiative.
It's
pilot's initiative.
And there's quite a bit of name and vernacular changes that they brought in. Like, it's no longer the activation phase; it's like the system phase. It's no longer the combat phase; it's the engagement phase. I feel like they're introducing a lot of, to borrow a phrase from D. Yoon, a lot of terminology to their new codex, in order to really just be like, hey, these are the terms we're going to use going forward, and you're not going to necessarily confuse them with other terms that may have been used before. Vernacular, sorry. He prefers the term vernacular. You're correct.
Is the activation phase not the activation phase now? Because the system phase is the one before it, right? The bomb and decloak phase.
Yeah,
Activation's before it, isn't it?
No,
I thought
activation's after the systems.
Oh,
When's
devices.
Bombs and devices.
Yes.
So,
Bombs are
then it's
devices.
so there's
bombs and decloak are both in the system phase.
Yes.
So after
And
planning
decloak-
before activation.
Interesting. Okay.
I
didn't
don't know how much decloak
I
has
can't wait.
changed, but
No, me
it's
neither.
not like it was.
Flow chart that they're going to have for this one.
See, I don't think they're going to need it. That's the thing.
Mm.
I think with
Certain
the
things-
with the refinement of the phases, it won't be relevant
Nah,
anymore.
they're going to need to have one because there's stupid people like me out there.
Oh, I
you
know,
won't-
but
yeah, you won't need a chart. It won't be numbered. It won't be. Does it happen at 9A or 9B? It's going to be. It happens in this phase.
Yeah, it won't be nearly as convoluted.
Yeah.
and
Well,
let's
if
face
they
it,
can
that,
nail down the initiative to make sure that everything is clear and concise, and when we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, then I'll be a happy camper. 'Cause
that
frankly,
chart was for TLT, and you know it. That's literally why that chart was created.
I never had a problem with TLT. It fired off. It was great. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Has anyone
have a
seen
rant.
TLT in 2.0?
Thankfully,
It's
not.
not
Not,
yet.
not even sure it's a thing.
Well,
I won't be surprised if it's still a thing, but it will obviously be dramatically different, I'm sure.
Well, if it's a
Absolutely.
twin laser turret, so that means it's going to be fore and aft, or it's going to be port and starboard. That'll be one of your dual-sided turrets.
Yeah, it might be like
maybe.
you now get to select a different target and shoot again, spend this charge, and you get to shoot again from a different arc. That might be what
Yeah.
it is now.
And I like the fact that gunner effects seemingly have been, well, not eliminated, but certainly rebalanced. Like if you look at veteran gunner, turret gunner. It's,
There's a crew slot now. A gunner crew slot.
Yep.
How good
And
is
the
that?
chat is saying that there's no TLT or harpoon. The harpoons we knew. Harpoons were a mistake.
I mean, they haven't released everything yet.
Not yet.
It's
but
true. I think it's a
definitely
safe bet
gonna be
to
like-
say that harpoons were an answer to a much bigger problem, and I don't think they will have to contend with that in this new version. At least I hope they don't.
I've
Or at the very
ranted
least, they'll
the
probably be
podcast.
heavily revamped so they're unrecognizable.
Yeah. Let's maybe rename them. I mean, harpoons in space. Come on.
It's a
Why not?
legitimate form of combat. You know, you stick a big pointy thing in
I mean-
the enemy, and
Lost in
Drag
Space
around.
had one.
yeah.
Yep.
The Reavers had them in Firefly.
U.S. Navy has harpoon missiles. I mean, come on, everybody's got a harpoon.
Okay.
Might need a
Well,
commercial. I got
I would say
Okay.
it's a commercial break here. Patrick needs to go drain the sea monster. I was
Oh,
really
you
hoping
met
he
me.
was
No.
I was hoping you're going to spit out the beer there. I was trying anyway.
I almost did a spit take.
I am out of beer.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
So, in the spirit of OCX, get another beer.
Get another beer.
Get another beer.
And Montana, please, would you be so kind as to take us to commercial?
Commercial?
Commercial. We'll come back and do the actual commercial,
Better
but right
hang
now we're going to take a quick break. We're going
Yes.
to reload, refuel, dump the waste baskets. You know, the usual.
Get a breath of fresh air.
Oh God, it's so
I'm
hot
switching to
in here.
brown.
Good call.
All right, we'll be back.
Okay. We shall return.
Yes.
Talk
exactly.
amongst yourselves.
Yeah, whoever's left.
Well, I mean, some of us can hold our liquor and brought the bottle with us. Saying.
Heyo! Thank you, Mad Medic. I appreciate that.
I mean, he is Coach 2.0, so. What's up, chat? It's just me. Anybody? Anybody out there? I mean, I can talk to myself, as entertaining as that is, but you know, there's only so much crazy you can handle in one day. What am I drinking? I am drinking a Japanese whiskey, single malt. I mean, beer is for the weak, isn't it? Some of us can handle a brown liquor, and Gordon hasn't said I can't have any.
Whew.
I have flown a Star Viper once. It went very tragically. I will stick to my other squirrely little scum ships.
All right. So we're switching to
Fuck
Black
you,
Barrel
Chuck Crawford.
Mount Gay. Can't read that. It's opposite.
Excellent, excellent. Good choice, good choice.
Oh, it's delicious. Oh.
Ugh. I think it's going pretty well so far.
Absolutely. We're getting it done.
I mean, this is OCX 2.0. What did you expect?
Absolutely.
Me too,
you know-
Ryan Bernie. I love
Yeah,
wine.
Dan. I was about to say Ryan Bernie.
Makes me
I also
happy.
love whiskey.
Oh, I was entertaining them during the break because you fuckers all left. So they asked me what I was drinking. And I said whiskey.
What
I'm
kind of whiskey, though? This is an important question.
Is this
Oh,
a rum
Japanese.
whiskey?
Japanese whiskey,
Okay.
single malt, 18 year. It's quite smooth considering.
I
Is
was
it made-
going to say
what's it made
18
out of?
years. I'm probably sure that goes down real smooth.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, Japan actually makes some of the best whiskey in the world.
I
oddly
know.
enough.
It's shockingly surprising.
Made from rice.
Well, they fell in love with it after we introduced it to them. They're like, hey, we're going to do what we do best, and we're going to take things that America made and make them better.
America.
I mean, give me 2 seconds and I'll show you something awesome.
Oh, please do.
I don't want to get banned. No.
This is turning into a radically different.
Welcome to the after hours of OCX Podcast Radio. Bow, chicka, wow. Oh my god.
Oh.
So I have so many notes from 2.0, and we've gone over most of them.
I was going to say, I tried to hit all the big things that I written down during the announcement itself.
I know,
We
like
didn't really get
cards
into
to-
the organized play stuff yet, though.
All right.
I know.
An
Like, for the
example
chat.
of how the Japanese kick ass at whiskey. This is how they package this shit.
Oh,
yeah.
god damn, that is beautiful.
We do that for like Black Label. That's about
Yeah.
it.
That's just
In
their
America.
standard 12-year-old. That's a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 12 years? That shit ain't legal.
It's actually not bad. It's a
Unless
bourbon
you're Roy
oak,
Moore.
so it's got sort of a rum kick to it. It's quite nice.
Interesting.
Since we were on commercial, what was this one?
I really don't have any of my favorite bourbons left. I drank all of them at Adepticon with people.
Oh, this one.
So is Adepticon like a really big thing over there? Because I was saying everyone was saying it was like pre-Worlds.
Yeah, basically.
It basically is. Adepticon has always been one of the larger system opens, at least for the Midwest, and we usually get a lot of people traveling from pretty far away to actually attend. I really, really enjoy going to Adepticon, mostly because I can, drive there from my apartment in less than an hour. But they've got a nice space, and they do a really good job hosting it.
Hold on. Somebody wants the whiskey behind you. I'm wondering which one. Catch.
1792, the
Maker's
makers,
Mark?
the Holland beer barrel bourbon, or the Maker's 46.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all good.
Do you want this?
1792.
Nice.
Do you
Okay.
want this?
So
No.
as someone who has limited travel to the States, if I was going to travel to the States, what is the tournament I should travel for?
OCX's store.
hard question.
Probably Gen Con. I would say either Worlds or Gen Con. Adepticon's a lot of fun, but Worlds or Gen Con are really the big
where's
events
that?
you want to show up for.
All right, hold on. This is what I wrote before something, but I was like, let's call Worlds what it is, a neutral space station for everyone to meet. Let's just choose our own Worlds location next year, like an open that everyone can.
New Zealand. New Zealand
Exactly.
is where Worlds is next year.
Yes.
You're all coming to me, bitches.
So all 6 people will be there.
Yeah, but FFG announced that it's now going to be its own Worlds for X-Wing, so we get like an entire month to ourselves.
Yeah.
You don't have to share
I-
with anything.
I'm actually inclined to agree with Chuck Crawford on if you're going to come for an event, come for Gen Con. And the reason I'm going to say that is actually for the rest of the con. Because as much fun as it is to play X-Wing, Gen Con is the most amazing board game and tabletop gaming event you will ever attend. There's so much to do. You'll actually feel bad about playing X-Wing because you're taking away from time you can be doing all the other amazing things that are there. It is the most fun you'll ever have with 60,000 people who are all super nerds just like you.
Jesus.
See, now you guys are going to laugh at me. I have never been to any kind of game con at all. Origins will be my very first one.
I haven't either.
Well, that's good that you're actually getting into one, because I have, based on my experiences at the ones I've been to, that's where you have the most fun. Store champs are fun, regionals are fun. Go to a con. Cons are where it's at. That's where you meet all the new people, and you get to take group photos with the Uncle Mark fan club.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't think Mark is coming to Origins.
He hasn't said anything about it anyway.
Yeah, I don't think. I think with everything going on with him right now, because I think he used up all of his points to go to Worlds with his wife.
Yeah.
I don't understand this point system. Just go play games.
Are you married?
Single as they come, brother.
Okay. Then you don't have to worry
Somewhere
about
Luke
points.
Carrington is saying, so you're saying there's a chance.
Saying there's a chance. Notice how quiet. He didn't say a word when he realized that AJ was on the screen. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
Is he really very chatty?
Are you too intimidating, AJ? Is that why? Is that what happens?
Probably. I mean, boys don't like it when you kick their butt at a game that they think they're good at.
Oh wait, Uncle Mark
I think
is
that
saying,
depends on your perspective there, but okay.
I like what Uncle Mark is saying here for a great great tournament. My deck with pool, with beer and games.
I'm down for that tourney.
Did I just get a personal invite to the Tippets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be right over.
Mark, as long as Tyler has to be our maitre d' or a waiter, that'd be great.
Oh, can you wear his Empire uniform? That would be good. You can have that little hat that they wear and everything. That would be so much better.
Not the shitty satin one the first order. Legit.
Real nice.
Primo.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, let's see what time it is. It's 10:20. Do we want to come back so we can record the commercial real quick?
I think we should record that commercial. I mean, we did write it for these guys.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, hold on. Let me get my thing ready.
All right.
Your thing?
Do your prep work, guys. Do your prep work.
Well, he's good. As soon as he's done, I'm jumping into mine. Oh, Jesus. What the hell was that, Rev?
That may have been amaretto sour. It's here, but it started here.
Rev, you're an
Quick,
inspiration to
record
us
the
all.
commercial.
All right, go.
All right, you ready?
Wait. Before you get
Wait.
started, real quick question. Do we
Okay.
want to talk about some of the changes to organized play after Rev and Patrick have their say?
What changes?
Or-
Are there?
No.
Okay, just checking. Well, there's information about kits and scheduling. So
Fuck
I
that.
don't know if we want to share that.
I mean, we're all crying over our old swag. Let's not tempt us
Because
with
we got to get through off my mat, the ranting and raving. We've got
This is
so
what
much
happens
to
when
do.
you have show notes. You have to make choices.
All right, fine. We'll cut the organized play content. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll let the OG cover that.
We'll do it live.
All right, boys. Are you ready?
We are ready.
Big
Tell me
breath.
when to go.
New York, unique New York. Go.
Are you
Hang on,
ready?
I gotta get this shit out.
You want a countdown? I can give you a countdown.
All right.
Oh yes, please do.
All right. And in 3, 2, 1.
Star Wars 2.0 The Scent. You have built the ultimate squadron. You have all the alternate art cards. You even have all the acrylic tokens, templates, and rulers. The one thing left is not for you. No, it's for those around you. We are pleased to announce a new line of hygiene products for gamers. X-Wing 2.0 The Scent. Yes, that's right. X-Wing 2.0 The Scent. Not only a fragrance, but an entire line of hygiene products. For just $19.95, the same as you pay for a ship of your favorite game, you will receive Star Wars 2.0 The Scent cologne, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrush, and the ever-popular super deodorant. And if you call within the next 1 hour and 15 minutes, we will also add on the most powerful mouthwash that is allowed by galactic law without a prescription. And if that's not enough, we will also send a 5-ounce can of Star Wars 2.0 The Scent body spray. You thought Axe was strong? Wait till you try this. Our body spray is so powerful that the players at the top tables will be able to smell you from the bottom ones where you usually play from. So get the cologne, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant, mouthwash, and yes, the body spray for just $19.95. That is an excellent deal. But we're going to make it better. You can receive another collection for that one person. You know the one. Absolutely free. Just pay a separate shipping and handling fee of $47.50. So be the first to order X-Wing 2.0 The Scent. The collection now. Be the hero of the tournament. Operators are Red 5 standing by.
Warning, do not attempt to apply to your skin. Certain side effects include itching one's ass, burning your dice, kissing your sister, and blindness for one round of combat. This is not an official product of FFG, Disney, or approved by the FDA. Please see a physician if you are rolling blanks for 4 hours. This offer is prohibited in all states except Kentucky.
Oh, God.
From Mattel.
Oh, damn.
Use that, coach.
Damn, that is a new commercial for the record books.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a timely
How we
reminder.
do that.
Please remember deodorant. Please. Pretty please.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Jesus, please.
I gotta find the picture, and Chuck's one of my localies. He can attest that our local store just has like a freaking ass swamp of mist on the windows after round 5.
Swamp ass is real, guys.
Patrick, where is it that you live?
I'm in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I ain't
USA.
going there.
No, this isn't Connecticut. This isn't Connecticut. It's not Massachusetts.
All right. Are we ready to come back from commercial, or do we want to shoot the shit a little bit more?
What happened to Mark? Where'd he go? There he is.
There he is. There he is.
Thank
All
God,
right.
he's back.
Wait,
Also-
does he have a hockey jersey?
Is that hockey in where you are?
Oh my God, he's wearing a hockey jersey.
He has his hockey jersey. Woo!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Mute,
Mark.
Mark. Mute.
Mark.
Mute.
I'm not
What
on
the hell
mute.
was that?
I'm just not talking.
You had feedback
You were the
coming.
chosen one. You were supposed to save
Oh.
us.
You were supposed to be the chosen one.
What was I supposed to do?
Save us.
That's all right,
Save
Mark. You missed it. That's all right. All right. So where are we at now?
I
Topic
believe we are Get
We're
Off
off
My
commercial?
Playmat.
We are on to a
Oh,
very
I'm
special.
excited for this.
Get off my playmat.
Get off my playmat.
All right.
Hold
let's,
on.
Oh yeah, I see. Get yourself ready, then I'll bring us back in. You good to go, Padre?
I am so good to go.
He's channeling the inner Mark.
All right. I'm ready when you are, sir.
All right. Thank you for that fantastic commercial. All right, shit, let me try that again.
Try again.
What was the name again? It's X-Wing 2.0 Descent, right?
X-Wing 2.0. The
Descent.
Okay, all right. Thank you for that phenomenal commercial, X-Wing 2.0 Descent. Available in stores in September. Welcome back, everybody, to OCX 2.0, 50th anniversary, where the inmates get to run the show. We are going to be going to everybody's favorite segment of Get Off My Playmat, featuring our stand-in for Uncle Mark Tippett, the infamous Padre.
There, we've had the horn. All right, I thought long and hard on a variety of topics, and some of them were hard, and then FFG gave me this jewel yesterday. Where to begin? How about this one? FFG, please, just give me back my regular size cards. Just give me back my regular size cards. It'll be so much easier and so much nicer. But I'll stop there because there's other stuff coming on. I was at a tournament, a month or so ago, and there were lots of players, and we were all like jammed in together, and it's like just asses and elbows all over the place. People, when you're sitting in a chair and there's a guy standing behind you, don't slide your chair out so fast that you knock into the guy, especially if he has a cane, and knock him into his bloody table, and then watch him like hobble around and don't say a word to him. How about, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to run you down like that. Maybe you could move your chair over 6 or 8 inches to the left so that you're not knocking these people around. That would be helpful. And also, while we're talking about, shall we say, packing people in, here in the Northern Hemisphere, it's getting warm. It's 84 degrees right now. It's hot. It's sticky. Please, people, take a shower. Just take a shower. A little bit of, I don't know, deodorant, something, some Axe. Heck, use the X-Wing 2.0. I don't care. But people, mouthwash, dental hygiene. This is not rocket science. We just got to get along here. I don't feel like playing X-Wing in what smells like a locker room after an NBA final. Now, the other problem that I have is if you are playing in a game with somebody and your buddy is watching, tell your buddy to shut up. I don't need your friend telling you what my maneuvers could possibly be or what triggers you have to do when you have to do them or anything to help you along in the game. I'm trying to beat you and beat you badly, and I can't do that if your buddy is like, whoa, hey, he's got a full stop, or hey, he's probably going to do that left bank, or hey, he could possibly drop a bomb, or hey, he's still got harpoons. Any one of the above, take your pick. If you're watching, keep your mouth shut until the bloody game is over. This is not hard.
As I say, those should call a judge, but
forget that. I'd rather whack him with a cane. Now, the other thing.
Look at Patrick.
The other thing is, if the event starts at 9, be there at 8 so that you can get registered. Don't be that person that shows up with 1 minute to spare so that you can rush in and then buy, oh, gee, I got to get my stuff all set up and leave your opponent just waiting. Also, don't be the guy that shows up 20 minutes late and holds up the entire tournament for everybody, unless there's like a death in the family or a flight delay or something like that. But when you get 30 people showing up to a regional and, oh, well, they're a little bit late, we're going to hold it and make everybody run late and then miss your dinner reservations where you don't get the beer that you wanted nor the pizza that you wanted because the restaurant closed because the whole bloody thing went late. That's a different story. I don't care about your problems are. Get there on time. And please, if you get the bye in a tournament because you were late, and it's the first round buy or second or third or fourth round, whatever round buy you get, stop complaining about it. Suck it up, Buttercup. Work with it. Crap happens all the time. You're not going to die. You're going to get your 50 points of MOV. Well, at least for the next 3 months. Who knows what happens in the next after September? But it just shut up and deal with it. That's all I got. I'm done. And Mark, this is for you. I'll do this one more time for Mark.
My God, you channeled the spirit of Mark Tibbetts so well there. I thought he was here.
Wait, I blanked out. Mark wasn't here? What?
No, that wasn't.
Oh, God. It's Padre. It's like he did that Mission Impossible thing where he takes the mask off.
I'm not as good looking as Uncle Mark.
Yeah, we all wish we were that good looking.
Oh, God, that was like my inner child coming out and just ranting. Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, the problems are real. I mean, I would add butt crack in there. That's my biggest problem.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's the next commercial.
Real.
Butt spackle.
I mean, guys, come on, just buy a belt. Buy a belt.
Or suspenders. Get suspenders. They work wonders. They're coming back. They'll be a thing. I swear.
Mark and I are not that old where we have suspenders yet.
But you know what
Next
a belt is.
Yeah, it's that thing that's really uncomfortable around your midsection.
But hey, look, it saves the rest of the world from butt crack.
It's true.
From those of us that have accidentally, unwittingly bumped up against ass crack.
Next time that happens to you, AJ, just take some shield tokens and drop them down in there.
I have official FFG shield tokens. I ain't sticking them down there.
Well,
Not
now
sticking,
there's
just
metal
toss
ones.
them.
Ice cubes work.
Get the old cardboard ones.
What about fire ants? Are fire ants acceptable?
That would be fun to
This is-
watch.
I
This is
thought New Zealand was
America.
the safe one. I didn't know you guys had evil insects down there too.
Oh, we have nothing. I can import them.
They have
Oh,
sheep.
that's true.
Hold on. You can import ants, but you can't import FFG products.
Oh, we can. It just takes a very long time. Very, very expensive. We can import anything we want as long as we're prepared to pay for it.
I just want FFG to know fire ants are easier to get than your product. There's the bar. Do what you can.
I mean, hey,
Oh,
Mark,
man.
what do you reckon our chances of actually getting a Nationals this year is? I mean, slim to none.
Fuck knows.
I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the regional I'm running this weekend is probably the last official FFG 1.0 event in this part of the world.
It might be everywhere though. Is America even having a nationals? Is Nova having nationals this year?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they
Nova's
said they
still
weren't.
gonna
Oh,
happen.
you've
And
already
didn't
had
consider the
yours though, right?
Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always have ours late because we're
Ours are
you know
into the
upside
fucking-
down.
Like, the Nationals is official though, right?
It is, but whether we get a kit, I mean, the kits aren't in the country, so FFG still has to send them. So good chance they won't.
Ours
It's on the boat.
ours are usually end of the year. So
Yeah, October,
be after
November, we're
2.0.
lucky.
Jesus.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens there. I
Welcome to
really
our
hope you
world.
guys get better tournament support in 2.0. It seems like that was a point they took the time to even make during their announcement. So maybe LFL's like, hey, get your shit together. Start supporting the rest of the world.
Can we talk a bit about that and the new structure? Because
Absolutely.
I was dreading. They announced the Legion one about a week ago.
Oh, God. I
And
was so worried that was going to be us.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Worlds is an 8-player tournament, and the only invitations are for the top 8 at Adepticon.
Yeah. Which
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, right?
fucking
I'm like, please don't do that with X-Wing. For fuck's sake, we already struggled to get to Worlds. We can't go to Adepticon just to get into Worlds.
Yeah. If I'm
Right.
traveling, I'm traveling once. There's no way I can make it over twice.
Yeah,
I mean, unless
But
someone's got a
now-
couch and a temporary job for me.
it feels
Couch,
like
yeah, separate up, not so much.
Do babysit? I mean, I'm gonna be home anyways, but like,
I mean,
I can use a break.
does it cover my expenses? Sure.
I don't know how that would work.
So
Who would
real
pay
quick, just
who?
to kinda-
It wouldn't.
It would, Mark. It won't.
It wouldn't.
It's a tax write-off.
Anyway,
So real
content.
quick, just to kind of go over the new tournament structure, regionals are no longer going to be called regionals anymore. They're going to be called hyperspace trials, and that's going to kind of be the entry level for competition. And the hyperspace trials are kind of a mishmash of store champs and regionals. It seems like, in the sense that if you can meet the eligibility qualifications, for your territory, you can host one. It's basically if you get enough people together, they'll let you have a hyperspace trial. And there's going to be 2 blocks where they run those, March to June, and then September to December. So that's kind of your entry level there. Next step up from that is going to be hyperspace cups, which are replacing nationals. So next year it won't be nationals at Nova, or I presume it's also going to replace intercontinentals at Gen Con. It'll just be a hyperspace cup. That's that and system opens, which will continue, are kind of your intermediate tier of play. And then winners from those will all filter into Worlds, which is being moved into October and will, thank God, be an X-Wing only event. So we might actually have enough room for everybody for once. But yeah, if you win a hyperspace cup, actually they technically said hyperspace event, so I don't know if trials will count as well, but hyperspace cup for sure, or a system open. If you win, you get an invite to Worlds. And it's unclear whether that is only going to apply to the champ or whether that may potentially apply to maybe like the top 4. Because there's the implication is that Worlds will be potentially even invite only. I know that's been getting tossed around a lot.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so
Fucking
either.
hope not.
I think
fucking hope
based
not.
on the fact they're moving it to its own time slot, where it's just X-Wing Worlds in October, I think that means they understand that there's a shit ton of people that want to go to Worlds, and they just, if they're going to continue to use their own space, they're going to have to give us our own weekend, or week, as it were. Also, they made a point of pointing out that whoever wins Worlds does get to design a card. I don't know if that was ever off the table, but that's still apparently going to be a thing.
No balls, make another Boshek.
God damn, right. Also, for store kits, one of the things that they're doing that I thought was really cool is that their kits are going to include like information for 3 different styles of tournament. You have a release celebration, so it seems like the kits are going to coincide with a release of a new wave, where there'll be a bunch of quick build cards, so you basically have pre-constructed lists that you can fly, and everybody can just do a release celebration. There will be a more thematic event, which the first one they're apparently doing for that is going to be the Battle of Yavin, which sounds like a lot of fun. Death Star Trench Run's coming back, baby. Yeah. And then you have a wave championship.
So this is where it's interesting, because they're still implementing like those missions that came in the packs, which I always loved playing. But now they're branching off and saying, okay, well, if you go to one tournament, it might just be like these ships or these pilots. And it's going to be to where I don't know if that's going to out or ostracize people or bring in more people. I don't know yet.
I feel like the added constraints honestly have the opportunity to bring in a lot more people, because especially when you hear those players right now talk about when they're having the most fun, it's usually when they're not playing a 106 match. It's usually when they're doing some kind of scenario or objectives or something like that.
Which have yet to be announced, but they did not say no to objectives.
Yeah.
They basically left it really open-ended. They said, app, we can do what we want. We can exclude what we want. I mean, I think it's going to be Wild West. It's whole new world, baby.
Yeah.
Well, until they figure out what they want to do. I mean,
all right. I need to interrupt this broadcast. Who wants to see Crowley Oki?
Oh God!
Oh,
I do.
yes.
Oh, I do.
Bring it
Oh, yeah.
on. Bring it
All
on.
right,
Yep.
Crowley
going
it
with-
is.
Snapshot, Sarah.
Brace yourselves, friends. Here it comes.
This could be ugly.
Or you know, shit show 2.0.
It better be Sweet Caroline. That's all I'm asking.
Sweet Caroline.
Maybe.
Is that
Oh,
happening?
come on, come on. Come on, Pinto. Come on.
And oh,
You can do it. I believe in you.
Believe in you. All right. Let me have a
I
look.
don't
Let me have a look.
we need a hero.
What do we need a hero?
Be my hero, baby.
I mean,
This is
hopefully someone is recording it.
I think
It would-
somebody is.
I'd better be.
Trying.
This is
He's
why,
trying.
This is why I pay Dion.
I know, right?
Right? I give that guy money every fucking month. So
God,
that I
for
can
another
watch
five-
Chloe on people's
For
shit.
another $5 a month, could we get this to work?
Did Sarah not go to karaoke?
No,
She
she
is-
did.
she
They were
is.
trying to park.
Well, while we're trying to figure that out,
Let's keep going.
Mark, I believe you had a rant that you wanted to go on, if I'm not mistaken. Or did
Yes,
actually
Chico.
2.0 eliminate that?
Just a couple. Well, it does in 4 months, yeah.
All right.
But with the new releases, Chico covered some of it in the previews that we've already had. But obviously, some people didn't read those articles and have only just found out that there's a T65 only upgrade and that their T65s don't take T65 on the card. Those people are stupid. Those people are stupid. Obviously, you can put it on your T65. The latest one is the Krennic. I don't know if you all saw that post on Minox, but I'd been having that conversation all day anyway about being able to spend your opponent's defense dice results to remove their shield.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Oh, she's there.
Unmute
She's there.
Sarah.
He's here. Okay. We're gonna. Sorry, Mark. We're gonna have to interrupt
We are
you.
so
For this
Unmute
sorry,
Sarah.
amazing moment.
Unmute Sarah.
You have to
Bring it on.
Sarah.
project her as well.
Yep. Working on that. Working on that.
There it is.
This
There we go.
scheduled broadcast for some Crowley-oki.
All right, so we're here with the OCX crew at the Otter Lounge.
I tried! Oh, I tried!
Oh, we missed it.
God.
That's super sad.
Hold on the tree.
That will hang.
Mountain. Get the
This is like a bunch of fishermen back from their travels. I'm singing.
Take me home, country
Oh, poor Sarah.
Are you not
I'm so
entertained?
sorry
Are you
for her
not
right now.
entertained?
Oh, jeez.
She's muted.
Okay. Well,
Jesus Christ.
So, where were we?
Mark, I believe you were.
People are
you were
stupid.
channeling Your inner Chico.
People are stupid.
People are
You
fucking
can obviously not put the optimized prototype on a ship with more than 4 printed shields just because it doesn't have its shields yet. That's obviously not a thing. Right? Right. And you also,
Rules is written,
you also
Mark.
can't.
Rules is written.
God fucking damn it. You also can't spend your opponent's fence dice to remove their shields because that's also not a thing.
Oh, but come on.
Right?
Rules is written.
Right? But rules is written. I can spend your evade to remove your shield and then do my damage afterwards because your evade's gone. Motherfuckers. I think that's all the rules rants I have. That is all the rules rants I have.
Yeah, I mean, short version. People will read into things to get any semblance of an advantage that they think they can get. That's just always going to be a thing. Rules lawyers, sometimes they can be useful, but other times they're just a royal pain.
It's not rules lawyers, it's rules trolls.
What's the difference?
Oh, come to New Zealand, I will show you the difference.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you guys have your own like Facebook group, I thought.
Yeah, I'm banned from that Facebook group.
Wear it like a badge of honor, sir.
Get yourself
They have their
a big
own
old
rules
medal.
group and their own X-Wing group, and I got banned from both of them in one go.
Wasn't Chico banned from it too?
Wasn't that because someone was
I don't know.
questioning what the money for Australia is spent on, and you were the one who ran it? But what would you know?
Yes, right?
God.
They were trying to tell us that all of the ticket money for Nationals was pure profit, and that the store that ran Nationals was were the ones who paid for the trip to Worlds. And I'm like, no, your distributor should pay for trip to Worlds. Like, I don't know how it works in the US, but over here the distributor pays for the trip because the stores don't make huge amounts of money. So
No,
that
they
$5
don't.
grand we got in ticket sales was not pure profit, and that's what he was trying to tell everybody in the group, that we were just greedy and that we paid for the tickets.
I mean, that $5 grand covers the venue and pretty much nothing else, right?
Yeah, like
I mean, I'm close to.
But
So-
for people who like wonder how a store makes money, when you have these tournaments, they make money by watching somebody play a certain ship and say, "Oh, that's awesome! Like, I want to buy that," and they go to the shelf and buy it. That's literally why you hold tournaments. The tournament makes no money except for when somebody goes to the shelf and buys something. That's it. And even then,
It's
they
to
don't
draw
make that
people
much
into
money.
the store, so they spend
Yeah,
the money.
that's it. That's it.
Well, not all the way right. I mean,
I suppose that there are some stores that do set it up so that they do make money off the tournament.
How?
They don't actually spend the admission fee on prize support or support for the tournament itself.
case in point, Michigan Regionals. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Fucking hell. Well, I don't know anything about that, but the
was it
prize
per
kits for nationals, are quite expensive as it is, right? To get them over here at least. Then the venue is thousands of fucking dollars. I still think that the local guys have the best venue in the country for running nationals, but because it's licensed, right? It's the only one that's had a licensed bar so far.
Excuse me, my regional's in a hotel. You can stay the night if you drink too much in the licensed venue.
Your regionals,
That is a great
your
problem to have.
regionals is in your own little tiny country. We don't count them.
Hey, I invited you guys. Where are you?
Poor? I'm actually not poor. I spent it all on Legion. Sorry.
Oh, Mark, why?
Oh God, he went to the
Traitor!
dark side.
Look at the amazing toys I have. Look, I have 2 of them.
This
We
is an
can't see-
X-Wing podcast, not a Legion podcast.
Patent pending.
All right. If you want to be pedantic about it.
Man, good vocab usage.
We've used some big words today. We might have to publish a dictionary.
That's like Ketch
Yeah.
used the biggest word, I think, vernacular. Or vernacular.
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 The dictionary.
Patrick.
Yes.
I think after all of this nonsense and craziness, we could use a little bit of therapy.
We could use it.
Would
Yeah.
you
Oh,
would you
we need
care
therapy.
to join us as we lay on the couch and tell you of all of our problems?
I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Therapize me.
I've written a letter to FFG to tell them how I feel, because that's what X-Wing is about, how you feel, not statistics.
Yeah, that's right, D.
Right to you. So this is the letter as it goes. Dear FFG, I would like to congratulate FFG on creating one of the best tabletop games to date. You have exceeded our expectations on what fun in a community can do for gaming. So on behalf of the community, I would like to say thank you. But you can stop now. Please stop getting my hopes up with your fancy folding X-Wings and apps that 100% fix the power creep. For the longest time, we've begged for an X-Wing 2.0, and in the most abrupt fashion, we got it. Your announcement was the equivalent of you breaking into my home, knocking me out, and completely renovating my house while taking all my money out of my wallet. Then you cuddled me till the end. Then, please wait till the end or mute yourself.
Mute.
And you cuddled me till the ambulance arrived while I laid there grateful, confused, and broke. I was going to end up paying you, FFG. That's why we asked you for your help. You are our only hope. Although it seems that we got what we asked for, it still leaves us wondering why you showed up days earlier than expected. As most people will assume, we will love the new renovation, but it still leaves us with a bad taste in our mouth. With what will definitely be a higher quote than what we agreed, we, the community, of course, will end up paying whatever you ask. Because, truth be told, shiny and new has its effects, and we may not see the cracked foundation. So next time, FFG, call first. Or wait till I'm out of the shower, because nobody likes being caught with their pants down. Maternally yours, Patrick.
Oh.
Because let's face it, FFG,
that was beautiful.
We loved X-Wing 2.0, but as most people have stated, spending that much money is going to be a drain on my wallet. And everyone brags about how FFG is like great with their costs and their bottom line, but I'm going to have to spend at least $300, and I have to. And I know people online have said, you don't have to. I have to.
Completionist. I am a completionist. It has to happen. I'm sorry. Every one of my ships needs to be relevant.
I'm going to go ahead and just get it out there. It's better than 40K.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Fuck.
Oh,
The
somebody
amount of
unmute
arguments
Mark.
I've had over that already. It's
Padre.
I can only mute. I can't unmute.
Wait, what? Oh, God. Padre, no. We've lost you forever.
Technology. It escapes him.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of money.
Thank you so much, AJ.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, we're going to be dropping a ton of money switching versions. But I mean, if you consider the fact that essentially we're buying into a new game, it's relatively speaking we're getting off pretty cheap.
Your logic and reason are not welcome here.
I'm Skippy.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, look, I've got quite a lot of noobs coming in my area, and they're all sort of, a lot of the veterans are having not very nice things to say about it, and all this money I've got to spend. And so I've been saying to people, look, I'm treating it like a new game that I'm really excited about. You take it slow. You buy a few things, you test it out, you figure out what you like, and you go from there. You don't have to buy everything all at once, because, I mean, I'm gonna, so you just have to borrow it from me.
Yeah,
everybody
so
needs a friend like you, AJ.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
For new players, it's going to be easy because you buy the core and then the expansions like everybody else. But for people that are already invested in the game, my suggestion, I've already had people on Facebook be like, it's too much money, I'm out. Just buy the core, buy your expansions, and share. Because not everybody flies the same thing. Or not everybody is like the person that needs to have everything and actually oh, cool.
I was tidying my X-Wing collection yesterday, so that's it there.
Oh, is that all?
Those two giant bags.
Who has it in boxes?
Hey, I'm also a meat freak, all right? I like it to be tidy.
Look at that. All across, and then over here too.
Oh, look at that.
Here's the table. And then there's all my
quite the little shop going on there, Patrick.
Oh, I got tons. That's the thing. Like we collect everything from X-Wing.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, is it an expensive hobby? Yeah, it is. And does my wallet hate me? Yeah, it really fucking does.
But what else? What else are you going to do? You're going to go pick up a new game instead? Oh, well, how much are you going to drop buying into a new game and being competitive straight away? How is it different?
I don't know. Ask Mark and Legion.
Touche.
I get to the good thing about Legion, it's just started, so it's from the ground up again. But if you were to buy into Armada right now, to be competitive, it's going to cost you a shitload more than those conversion packs are for X-Wing.
Absolutely.
And remember, these conversion packs are going to create a singles market immediately. Fucking immediately. And they're going to be cheap because it works out effectively, like if you buy it, it's like $1 or $1.50 a ship.
Mhm.
So if they're selling, for $5 each, as if you wouldn't buy one for $5 if that's the only ship you want. Do you know what I mean?
I'm really curious to see how the product and the app are going to interact. I mean, how is that going to even be feasible anymore? Have FFG shut that down? Are you going to have to enter your product code and that's in your app and that's what you can only legally play in a tournament? Or can you still buy a single card off a friend?
I mean, my hope would be that in the application, they will leave you room to experiment. You'll have access to all of the content that is available. It's not going to be locked behind some kind of paywall where you have to own the expansion, quote unquote, in order to access it. Because otherwise, how do you list build experimentally? I mean, okay, yeah, we're talking about FFG here, so there's a chance that could happen. But I really don't think they're going to keep people locked away from, like, oh, hey, I want to try out this combination, but I don't own this ship. Okay, if you give them the ability to make whatever they want in the app, and it's like, I don't own that card, they're going to go out and fucking buy it. The app is just going to.
You're still going to need cards for events, right?
Yes, you will still need cards for events.
So the app builder may as well have everything on it.
Yeah.
Because for casuals, that casuals are going to buy what casuals are going to buy. But everyone who's playing competitively is going to buy everything anyway. So I don't see the builder not having everything on it for free. It's just going to be like any other squad builder. As a TO, it looks super interesting because apparently you can customize your own events and stuff on it.
Yeah,
that is
I'll
one
just
thing
have to wait
I'm
and see
looking
because
forward
I don't
to.
really understand it.
But like I say, I hope it comes with like directions.
No, it's also something where they're going to publish a PDF. Like Nick Bach was saying this in the chat. They're going to publish a PDF that'll have all of the point costs on it and so forth so that you can list build. I can't imagine the app would be restricted like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sure they'll have a system set up where you can scan a QR code so you can keep track of what is in your collection and what you do own. Kind of like what Aurora does. Which shout out to the developers of Aurora. You guys are amazing.
Aurora? What is
Aurora? It's a squad builder for iOS.
Yeah, what is iOS?
Yeah.
It's the opposite.
I work for
Tactics.
Apple. I have to have an iPhone. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's another phone.
We're not judging you for your poor life choices. You do what you do, you man.
If I worked for Apple and they gave me a free iPhone, I would convert.
Oh God, they don't give you it for free. That's for damn sure.
That would never.
I wanted to do a contest because I have like 4 iPhones that I don't use, and I wanted if somebody didn't have one for the app, I was going to send them one so they could use it.
Hey, new OCX bounty. What should the requirements for this OCX bounty be?
Oh,
you have to come to New Zealand and beat me.
Send all of your 1.0 all arts to Montana. And you can have an iPhone.
That's good. Oh, damn, that's good. Or send all of your shield tokens to the Zach Matthews Carolina Great podcast.
Whoever sends the most gets an iPhone.
Free iPhone. Also diapers.
You can send diapers to Montana.
All right. Well, I think it might be about time, given it's about 11 o'clock here, for us to wrap this up and go to some shout outs. We'll go around the table here. AJ, you got any shout outs?
There's only one shout out right now. My boy, Paul Johnson at Worlds. He's flying tomorrow. He's going to do this. You guys wait. I mean, I beat him on the weekend, just going to say that. But for now, New Zealand on top.
Nice. Padre, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, I do. I was looking at the chat earlier, and a good buddy of mine out of Australia, who Mars, he's with Fly Casual, and now they're doing Talk Casual. That in fact, I have to get up at stupid early in the morning and watch his podcast. They play out at Tezza's Games over there, and I guess it's Victoria or something like that in Australia. And then
We call it Little Canada now.
Little Canada.
Little Canada.
Yeah, because Judge Casual.
Oh, okay. But those guys, I've been following them for over a year, and they're good buddies of mine, and we chat a lot. And then, of course, I got to give my local game store a shout out over there at Stomping Grounds, who have been fantastic. They've really let me just run rampant with anything X-Wing that I want to do out there. And T is fantastic, and he offers every kind of discount that there is to anybody playing X-Wing. I mean, he's just a fantastic guy, and he's got a good shop, and we enjoy it over there. And all my guys over there that come over and play on every Saturday. So, yeah, there's my shout-outs.
Awesome. Patrick, you got any shout-outs?
Absolutely. My local crew, the Nutmeg Squadron. Thank you for making me a better player, because I wouldn't have been able to do it without the amazing community within, the Connecticut, Massachusetts area. There's a lot of us out there, and we need representation. That's all I'm saying. And then there was another shout. Oh, FFG for making X-Wing 2.0.
All right. Mark, what do you got for us in terms of shout-outs?
I want to shout out everybody who's playing at Worlds, because I can. But mainly Ryan on Topski, who I have $20 on winning. So, no pressure. But good luck.
Mark, he already took that money and he's drinking with it, son.
Sorry?
He's already spent that money on beer and alcohol and probably beard conditioner and whatever else he does with that thing.
The bet's not with him. He's not getting any of the money.
Oh, well, that hardly seems fair for winning.
I'm not even sharing it when I win.
I mean, Paul already beat you guys, right?
Sorry?
Paul already beat your guys. Just saying.
I don't have any guys over there. New South Wales have sent some, and my Armada national champion is playing tomorrow. He played Armada today. He's playing X-Wing tomorrow. But he doesn't like his chances. He's there to have fun. He's just filling his time up with X-Wing. And, Paul, yeah, all right, shout out to Paul. And I kind of hope that he wins, because does his badge have Australian national champion on it or New Zealand?
Well, New Zealand, obviously. He can wield 2 of them.
But does he? Because the Australians sent him over there, and I'm wondering if FFG, being FFG, just went, oh, he's the Australian champion, so they put Australian on his badge, and that would make me super happy.
He qualified for Worlds with New Zealand nationals as well. He can wear whichever badge he wants.
Yeah, but you guys, you don't look after your champions and send them to Worlds. So Australia.
Oh my God! Will you two stop yelling at each other and saying which one of you down under people is better?
I mean, we've already annexed Australia. You are now the West.
Oh, good Christ!
Realize this: your toilets flush backwards. Okay.
Oh my God, we covered that.
Nothing to say.
We've been there.
It's like
We're back to toilets.
It's like you are neighboring countries or something.
No. Let's get this straight. We're one country with 3 islands. Australia's the West one.
Oh my God. So I'm gonna get a few shout outs here before they continue fighting. Shout out to Coach and Chico and Montana and Kyle for letting us take the reins tonight. And take over the podcast. This has been a ton of fun. I hope this is the last time we all get together and do this. Maybe we'll start our own podcast or some crazy shit like that. But thank you guys.
I mean, I have the passwords now.
It's true. Maybe episode 51 is just going to be more OCX 2.0. It could be a thing. Also, want to go ahead and give a shout out to Dion. I know he's going to be a super busy guy all weekend, streaming a lot of Worlds content for all of us who couldn't go there. Gold Squadron podcast is the ESPN of the X-Wing world, and he does an amazing
The
job.
Ocho.
Also, finally, just a quick shout out to Lindsay's Gamer Garrison. If you find yourself in the Northwest Chicago region for some reason, drop in there. The guy Andy who runs that store is good, great guy, and it's a great store. That's all I got. You guys have anything else you want to get out before we go to Yub Nubs?
Well, you know what? I got a question for everybody, actually.
Go ahead,
So,
Patrick.
who is going to attempt to go to the 2.0 Worlds next year?
I am.
Yo,
Hi. World
I'm
2019
bringing Australia.
plan still in place.
I will be there.
I am
Come hell or high
planning
water.
on doing it as well. So what would strike me as funny is how many OCX players would actually be there for Worlds. I mean,
We have to qualify first now, don't we?
I don't
We
think
don't
so.
know yet.
I don't think it's going to be invite only.
I think it's going to be the same as it is now. Regionals gets
The
you a
OCX
seat,
Nation.
and nationals gets you a trip.
I mean, that's okay because I'm going to win your nationals next year.
everybody, you know,
Well,
and then the rest
savage.
of us are clickbait.
But yeah, OCX Nation, we're gonna do a little bit of a Worlds takeover next year. It's gonna be a thing. Get ready.
FFG will be scared.
Get hyped.
us-
2.0.
Australia
2.0
is
is going to
coming in.
record the 100th episode in the FFG Center.
Mhm.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
I have to set up a podcast from there.
OCX on top.
absolutely.
this is going to work. It's
got
totally
this.
going to work.
All right.
All right,
Let's
it's time.
let's kick it off to the Ewoks. My people. My people. Yup, no.
Yep, no.
Yub nub. Yub nub.
Ooh la loo.
Show us the way.
Uh,
Show me the
We
grid.
just did an amazing podcast. Yeah.
High
Suck
five.
it,
Virtual high
Coach.
fives.
We
All
are so
around high
much better
fives.
than you.
Wow. The best thing is it's not even over yet.
No.
Oh, we
Oh,
still
no.
got
Oh, yeah.
the shit show.
The shit show. This is the part where it gets fun.
This
The
is
be-
where
the
it
best
gets
thing-
real.
The best
Is
thing
this the
about
part where
AJ
we
being in
invite
charge,
Everybody in the chat to join us. Is that what's about to happen here?
maybe.
I mean,
Maybe.
it's only 4 in the afternoon for me. I mean, this
Yes.
shit can go on all night.
Well,
Yes.
I have to go to the doctor tomorrow morning and get staples taken out of my legs, so I can't be
I
up
think
too
it's better
late.
that you're.
You know
it's
what's
better
you know
that
you
you're
know what's
drunk.
real fun? You know what's real fun, Kitch? Is when you get to take them out yourself. Super fun.
I had to do that
You
with
guys
my
don't
knee.
have doctors in New Zealand?
No, I had like a massive knee reconstruction thing, and I had like 160 odd staples in my knee, and I was like, "Can I do it?" And the guy's like, "Sure." Weird person. So much fun.
You were way
Yeah,
too
no.
hardcore for us, AJ. Also, that was totally worth it for Mark's reaction.
No,
Yeah, it was.
I tore my knee open in college. I had to pull out the staple, or not staples, the stitches, because they were in there for too long, and I never went to the doctor. So I was just like,
Nice.
get it right out.
Oh yeah, I pulled out a nasal gastric tube from myself.
Oh,
Jesus.
Ugh.
what the hell?
Yuck, man.
I
Yeah.
couldn't take it anymore.
What's
I
the
guess
point
that's
of
fair.
having nose gold if you can't share it with the townspeople? Is that what-
I mean, we could do a show us your scars segment.
Oh no,
Nah.
no. I've
I
got some
thought we
scars in
agreed to
bad
not
places.
take my shirt off.
And
Would we
Padre
be
said
able
no,
to tell-
We said no pasties. I mean, do you guys want to see my staples? I'll show them off.
Yeah,
I'm drunk
let's
enough
see
for that. All right, hang on
Yeah,
a second,
come on.
let me take this shit off.
I mean,
Ah.
I have a bionic ankle. Does that count?
I
I
Yes.
have a bionic
It was
spine.
They didn't take the hardware out of mine. They just gave me porcelain. Ew.
Porcelain.
Nice. Nice.
Horse-
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it for that side.
Woo.
That's,
Let's see the other
that's
side.
not-
The other side's not nearly as impressive.
this is a Scott.
Just some stitches on that side.
That's not a knife.
Yeah.
And whenever you want, I have
The staples.
two more dear FFG letters for 1.0.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever you want me to
Here's
read
what
them.
we prepared before FFG hit us in the face with 2.0.
With the big codfish.
Wow, we lost 2 viewers when I shut off my staples.
Just saying.
You can't handle
Sorry.
it more.
They're like, oh, that's where we're going now.
Shit show has begun. The OG
everyone's at
will be joining us very shortly.
Oh, really? Have they been messaging you?
No, I messaged Sarah. You're in the same chat as me.
Wait, what? Oh, I don't have it open right now.
I've muted them all.
Yeah. You kinda have to.
Come on, guys. Technology better.
I deal with technology on a
off.
daily
Okay.
basis.
Wait a second.
So do I.
You guys need
that's
to be
true.
very proud of me because it's like I actually hung for the whole thing. I didn't break the computer. Nothing exploded. There were no fires. I did a commercial. Yeah, I'm technologying really well.
So proud, Padre.
What is that? Oh, is
Read
that the
that.
free iPhones?
iPhones.
Those are my phones. And I have four
There
upstairs.
she is.
We're live.
Welcome to the shit show, boys.
Jeremy smoking glass today. Jeremy smoking, Jeremy
Sarah, why aren't you singing? Don't mute them.
Oh, she muted herself.
She muted us.
No.
Aw.
Bring it
Oh my
back.
god, that album is my jam.
I'm sorry, I just don't know how much is too much right now, and I can't hear you guys at all. Or am I getting okay?
Hey,
Hey guys.
Hey.
Oh, my hand's flew. What's going on?
Say hi, KJ. Say hi, AJ.
Yeah.
Hi, Luke.
So this right here, this is why you want to come to Worlds.
2019. We're working on it. 2019.
This is the best part of next week weekend. Woo! It's not even the fucking weekend.
I think the best part about this is we're actually getting this on YouTube forever.
Yep.
Forever.
Gotta love the internet.
Hey, AJ, I think there may be some people who are looking for a link.
Looking for a
The
link.
shit show.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you just copied this.
You
Here we
should be able-
go.
Yeah, put it
I
in
wish we
YouTube
could
chat.
put it in
Join
there.
us.
You can't put links in
Join
YouTube
us.
chat, though.
No, if you're running it, you can.
Oh,
Yes,
you can?
I have
Yeah.
the
Shit.
power.
Oh, God.
I have the power.
You're the... Oh, God, we just invited everybody into this chat. This is fabulous.
Yes, we did.
Yep. Everybody's
Well,
coming. All 9 of
only
them.
like-
Who did we
There's
invite?
there's like one person
don't know.
because I'm logged in with two
Nuts.
accounts.
Yes.
That accounts for
And
two of them.
Ryan Burney, get your
Oh,
asses
yeah.
in here.
Come
Say
on,
hello.
Ryan.
Sarah's back.
Are you?
Sarah's back.
Sarah's back. Oh, Coach is karaokeing. Guys.
Kyle Stews.
That is
Presenting.
Oh, my God.
Presenting.
Not prepared for the shenanigans that were about to happen.
So, are you guys like trying to produce a show right now, or what?
No, we're
we're
the
done.
shit show
We're in
now.
the shit show.
Okay, if it's a shit show, then I don't feel bad at all.
Yeah, nope, not even a little bit.
I still can't hear you guys at all.
No, Nick Mock, join us. Don't leave.
I'll raise up my glasses again for horses. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Woo!
Hi,
Hey, how you doing?
Padre, please pray for us.
We love
Pray
you
for us.
too.
We will pray for you. Right.
Ryan?
In the house.
We're gonna have so much fun editing this shit down. Who is it? Who is it?
Ryan.
Brian Bernie.
Ryan!
Hey, Padre. Whiskey for my
that
man.
magnificent beard.
I'm gonna root for you.
Oh my.
Yeah, tell them they need to sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes.
I will sing it with them.
That's why I pulled it.
We will sing it with them.
I can't hear you.
All right, good. She's out.
Okay. Ryan, welcome to the cast. Thanks for joining us. Just in time
Thanks.
for this shit show.
The one, the only Ryan.
Yeah, I had to hobble over to the computer.
Why is everybody injured?
Is everyone injured at the moment? What's up? Like,
feels
what's
like
in the water?
Shit's contagious.
I had 3 screws and a plate installed on Monday, and I'm still going to Worlds.
Dude, I don't even know how
You-
you're standing.
You're a fucking champion.
He works
He
at a
didn't say
pharmacy.
where.
He gets free drugs.
He
That
didn't say
Norco's
where the
working
screws
miracles.
were.
Drugs don't make it okay. Drugs just make it survivable.
Agreed.
Drugs make everything okay.
I didn't have any.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
he's gone. He's back.
No,
What's going on?
he left and came back.
What's happening?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I had the Norco freaking I didn't get it till the next day.
Oof,
And
that's rough.
yeah, that night
What's
I didn't
Norco?
sleep at all.
It's
Like
it's a narcotic. It's
It's
powerful
opioids.
shit. Did they give you did
Yeah,
they give
right.
you morphine as well? They gave me morphine when they put my plate in.
Probably when they knocked me out and while I was like recovering, because I mean it didn't kick in. The pain didn't kick in till like 11 o'clock at night. So
Is that when the nerve block wore off?
pretty much, yeah,
Oof, yeah. Right when you're trying to go to fucking sleep, right?
yeah.
my nerve blocker lasted almost 2 days. It was fantastic.
Damn.
Hey, we had a viewer in Vietnam.
Nice.
Holy shit!
Go
North or
us.
south? North or south?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yes.
Relevant.
Yeah. Does it
It's all
matter?
the same now.
yeah.
Forget watching.
No, that's
it.
Korea.
That's
Padre lived that
geologist,
shit.
AJ.
I mean,
You're a
if you
geologist.
listen to the intro, it was all around the world.
Yep. My buddy from Vietnam told me he really enjoyed the show tonight.
Good.
Oh, good. As long as we pleased one person, we're doing it right.
Yeah,
You
but we
have a
didn't care
buddy
about
in
the rest.
Vietnam?
And speaking of Padre's shout out earlier, I was up at Stomping Grounds earlier just practicing my list before I went. Play out tomorrow.
I'll be right back.
Well, good luck. Good luck.
Who are you playing against, Ryan?
It wasn't any of the normal guys we hung out with. It was another guy. He was just, hey, I'm gonna be up here before I posted that, hey, I got a lot of free time on my hands now. Probably at least 10 weeks down, from work. If they, if anybody wants to hang out and play, give me a shout. I can get up there fairly quickly.
Was that Michael?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, he's new. He's gonna be a good guy in there.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to add a shout out. We had another New Zealand player today. He went 4-2 and is sitting 25th out of 94 players.
Who's that?
Go, Dave.
Okay, so like your entire country is represented by 2 guys.
Yeah,
One
Is it
I'm
dark.
okay with this.
proportional?
I'm okay with this.
It's proportional.
Did you just assume gender, Rob?
Well, considering she had 2 male names.
Hey, I could be called Dave.
Really?
And now you shall be known as Fort Dave.
Who's the Dave now?
Thanks,
I'm the Dave
Coffagus.
now.
I'm glad
I
you
mean,
enjoyed
you
the
know,
show.
AJ was intended to be androgynous. Why not Dave?
What?
Ah!
Okay, so are we supposed to call you AJ or are we supposed to call you Abby?
Which do
AJ.
you prefer?
AJ is my assumed internet name.
Okay, we're not on the assumed internet right now.
We all
I
know
mean,
you're
the
Yes,
secret's
we
pretty
are.
much out at this point.
We
Secret's
literally
out.
are on the
We know who
internet
you
right
are.
now.
Oh, wait a second.
I mean,
got
you guys
this one.
haven't run away, so
Heck, I just love the fact that the 2 guys
What's
that
happening?
are from our local group are both named Ryan, and we're both playing at Worlds.
What are you going to be playing, Brian?
I'm playing Friday.
Dave.
What
Tell
are you going to be
Luke,
flying?
Luke, stop paying attention to
I'm
chat. Start
doing
singing.
Ray Lowrick.
What chat?
Okay.
Luke Carrington's in the YouTube chat right now. You should be singing.
Oh,
okay.
This is why you come to World. We can't hear your shit.
By the way,
We can hear you.
quite well.
AJ, I updated your nickname to Dave in our chats, by the way.
Excellent.
Sing us a song, Piano Man.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here.
What are you doing, Dave?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Dave.
Okay, so like this is no longer is this still being on YouTube?
Oh, yeah,
Everybody
this
can
is
see
still-
that.
Yes,
No, we're
until
not.
I
We're
hit the
still
big
live.
red button on my screen, we're still live on the
Yeah.
internet.
Don't
Okay.
hit that button.
Technicolor.
Don't hit that button for at least another hour.
I mean, it's only 4:26 local time for me. So
That's why it's best that you had the YouTube.
Where's your dog?
They can all go to bed whenever they want.
the dog is outside because she's large and noisy.
What song did we want them to sing?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Hang on.
Catchy's got it.
Oh yeah, he's got some liquor in him now.
All right.
Who's this?
Luke,
Luke.
Carrington.
Luke Carrington. Something Disney.
Something Disney. All right. Real quick, AJ. Favorite Disney song?
Oh, I mean, I Can Show You a World has a whole new special place in my life thanks to X-Wing. But then I found OCX because of Chico singing Judge with All the Colors of the Wind.
Oh my god.
What's that from?
You found
Pocahontas.
it because of that?
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of Disney films like that were between me being a kid and me having kids that I've never heard of.
Pre
Like Aladdin and
1995,
stuff, I
I
watched.
can pretty much name every Disney movie and its release date. I can almost verbatim the entire script.
Lilo
All
and
right,
Stitch.
Impressive.
Hold on.
I used to be able to do that with A New Hope.
Wait, no, is that on Disney? Yeah. The
I
last.
mean,
So name that movie. The last blank.
The Last Jedi.
No, that's not it. No.
It's a
That is a
Disney
Disney
film
movie.
now.
It
This
is a
is like
Disney
19
movie.
75, 65.
The
Last Unicorn?
Boom. Mark. Or no, who was that? Ryan?
Ryan.
wasn't me.
Ryan. That was
Wow.
Ryan.
From Downtown, The Last Unicorn. All right.
Mark Tippett wants to
cannot
join.
get in.
Mark Tippett
Okay,
wants to
email.
join. Get him a link. Get him a link.
Mark Tippett can't get in, he said.
Damn
That's
it,
what
Mark.
she said.
It's because it involves technology.
I
Wait a
will.
minute. Why did he
Come on,
join
Luke.
that video chat?
What?
He joined a video chat with like the messenger for Facebook.
Oh, for God's sake!
Man, I gotta do horn.
I see a hand.
My favorite Disney song is "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan, and of course the crates fucking took it.
I'm
really?
gonna record it. I'm gonna record Darth Plagueis the Wise to Beauty and the Beast. I'm gonna do it.
Do it. Fucking do it.
I mean, you'll have a new
Do it.
fangirl, just saying.
Are you gonna
Do
write
it.
the lyrics for it?
Absolutely. I already have the lyrics. I just need to put it to the song.
My favorite is "Under the Sea" from The Little Mermaid.
I've seen one.
That's pretty dope.
I just watched that today.
I'm all about that calypso shit.
Oh,
Oh wait, Uncle Mark says never mind. Crap signal in Iowa.
I believe it.
Sure, that's the reason.
Jesus Christ.
all right. That's it. I'm finding my phone.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
Did you just
probably-
catch rage quit?
He's sending a computer to Uncle Mark.
I have a spare one, but it's battery streaming.
New OCX bounty.
Bug Taylor at Worlds
Not
to get
ready
him to
for
find
this.
Mark a computer.
Yeah.
Get Mark on the chat. We'll send you templates.
I hear your rap horn, Padre, and I raise you this. Damn it.
I'm so not impressed yet.
Is that the Archer
Yeah.
fail button?
Please stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties.
He broke it.
FFG does not condone the use of any electronics, cards, even sponsored by FFG.
You're gonna get it.
Ow.
What? Why is school bell?
There we go.
Would you prefer this?
Much appreciated. All right.
Hey, let's
Can
blow
we
the
stop now?
chauffeur.
No, that's not.
We are losing subscribers.
Please
Hey, we're
stop.
still on 9
No,
viewers.
we're still at 9. We still have 9.
We're holding steady at 9.
I'm 2 of them.
They fell asleep.
I think
And
there's
then
Still, there's 12 on
there's
mine.
4 other people.
Oh my word! It's 12:32.
It's only
No.
4:32.
It's
Oh my-
2:32
Fine.
in the afternoon.
Can I like copy?
I mean, I can put the dog on if that helps.
Do it.
Do it.
Hey, now that
is the
we're not
dog's
recording anymore,
We're still
Yeah.
recording.
I feel
Well,
like
I
I
mean,
should go on my.
I mean, we're live on the internet, but I don't
yeah,
know if
that's
it's recorded.
okay. No one cares about that. My actual rant, which I didn't really want to go into in the actual show, is all like Facebook yesterday. I took the day off work yesterday. Oh, God damn it, Padre. Was that
Wasn't
Padre?
me.
It's Catch. Look at Catch's face. It's all the people that are just wrong on the internet. It's
I
been
know.
driving me fucking nuts for the
ones
last
that
24
don't
hours.
read articles and have a massive go. Those are the ones that are pissing me off.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
It's,
oh, you have to have the app. There's no choice. You have to have the app, and I don't want it. And I'm like, no, go and watch the fucking show. Listen to what they actually say. Figure out what you're talking about before you start yelling at people about it. One guy rage quit the game, sold all his stuff, and I'm like,
That was
good
hilarious.
for you, man. Good
Yeah.
for you.
I saw that one.
Oh, I wanted
I've-
to say during this show, like, if you wanted to rage quit and, like, you know, get rid of all your stuff, just send it to the Shuttle Tiderian podcast. They'll take it. They're like the
One of the guys
Dropbox.
in the local.
That's feedback at shuttletiderium.com.
Yep.
Oh, also you can send anything to functionallycute at backtodials.com. That is a real email.
Is it really?
Yes.
It is.
Whose is it?
Ace set it up.
Oh,
He set it up as part of like the X-Wing Podcast Central thing, and I actually sent him shit on it. It all just redirects to feedback at backtodallas.com, but functionally cute at backtodallas.com.
fucking
Use it.
hell.
Love it.
Yeah, I woke up yesterday and I had 4 full chats of like 99 plus notifications, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god, here we go."
I'm
Open the
other
first one.
honors.
It's like 2.0, and I'm like, "Yes!" And then I kept reading, and I'm like, "No."
And then fucking Coach, he's in the fucking groupies chat because he's a store owner. He gets like 15-minute preview ahead of time. He's like, holy shit. It's like, God damn it, Coach.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Fucking me and Steve Hubbard were like playing a game when that shit dropped. So we immediately stopped playing our game and I started streaming their stream and we started commenting on it.
Well, what amazed me most were how the news was, coming out. It was 10 minutes into the press conference or whatever, and everybody on like the chat was like already an instant expert on 2.0.
Yeah,
Of course.
They
Only
knew
the
everything.
ones that hate it. Only the ones that hate it.
Oh yeah.
Look at that dog.
Puppy?
Oh, that is a cool dog.
Puppy.
Make noise, Kate.
Oh, look at him.
I'm here.
Oh, what a cool
That is
dog.
fucking massive.
The Foxy.
Yeah.
I wish I had wish I knew where my webcam was. I could show you the picture of mine. I have a Gordon Setter.
Oh, yeah.
My
I gotta
cat has
break
been
that.
controlling.
I don't know what that is.
And she's the queen of the house.
She
So-
rules your household.
I have
Yeah.
a pit bull.
I mean, she basically
Really?
looks like a pit bull.
She
Yeah.
does.
She's an American bulldog.
Mine's an idiot.
That too.
Aren't they all?
My dog has outsmarted my wife.
My dog.
I'm saying
previous-
nothing.
More
my
than
previous-
once.
Oh,
Like
God.
when we first got her, she was a rescue, and so we weren't like we got a lid on our garbage can and everything else. But before that, when she first came in, we didn't. And I was throwing some like bones away from something, and my wife was sitting down for a sandwich, and the dog starts running over to the garbage can, and she runs over there. No, stop! And the dog came over, took half her sandwich, and walked off with it.
Yahtzee. God. Oh, but yeah. Back to X-Wing. I don't like how FFG dropped it the day before Worlds and made day one moot. I didn't get to see any X-Wing that I wanted to watch.
Well, no, because we had to watch 6 games of 2.0 with the
Well,
same
that's
ships
interesting, though.
over and over and over and over and over again.
Like,
You
get
didn't
the
have to
demo
keep
out
watching
of
it.
the way. Yeah.
I wish they would have had some of the conversion kits so people could build their own lists and try it out with the conversion kit.
Something. Like anything else.
Anything
about-
other than X-Wing and TIE Fighter, and maybe they had the Fang and the Fire Spray.
That's what they had. Yes.
Yep.
I mean,
They have a.
give me some stuff. Give me some Ghost. Let me
You
see
had
how
your
that
choice.
works now.
We're done with
You could
those.
have anything you wanted as long
Yeah,
as
we
it
don't
was
want
TIE
ghosts.
Swarm and X-Wing, Y-Wing. That was pretty much, you could have anything you wanted. I was so
Oh, like I'm happy the Fang fighter like rotates now, because I was half tempted to like actually get magnets and make mine do that.
Yep.
I mean, Luke was trying to talk me through how to do it last night. I'm glad
Yeah.
I waited.
I still have my VCX in pieces because I wanted the shovel to fit in the back.
How'd that work out for you?
I didn't care.
Cats!
Because I don't fly VCX. But it can be
I have
done.
spares.
Yeah.
I mean,
Curious, that's all.
it's all junk
Oh.
now.
No, the best thing about 2.0 is the conversion kit is going to have replacement dials that I lost. How good's that?
Yeah.
I have 3 ghosts and no dials.
FFG have
This-
always
I don't
replaced
even
my
know why.
dial for me. Like I
That's
lost a
talent.
defender dial and they sent me a new one.
This is what I know. I am going to shell out $300 in conversion kits and the core set, and it's what I'm going to do because I use my collection as a lending library up at my game shop. You know, because I teach a lot of X-wing. So
Does
I wanna be
anyone
able
think it's not good value? Honestly,
I think there's a lot of people who will continue to complain about how much money they're going to have to spend, but I don't think anybody has a legitimate argument that it's not a great value.
I think the people who are complaining are the people who are like me that are going to drop to $300.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It's the
I'm
casual
probably
player, the guys that are going to be like, yeah, I can make do with this, or I can make do with that. That's not going to be so bad. That's a $50. That's nothing in the gaming world. Let's be realistic. I mean, you get a good board game, and you're paying $70 for a good, high quality, great art board game. So I mean, a $50 conversion kit for a great game of X-Wing. That's not bad. I mean, they are not making us buy the new ships. They are, they're letting us bring them forward, and that's great.
Yeah.
I think had they said, "Oh, everything is garbage. You have to get this now," I think there would have been a complete upheaval in the X-Wing world. I think there would have been torches and pitchforks and dogs and cats living together, and things would have been horrible.
Mass
hysteria.
Yes, mass hysteria. Okay.
people are acting like that's what they've done.
And I think once everybody that's associated with X-Wing loves to complain about something about X-Wing.
And I think
That's
a lot of
all it
people
is.
that are upset right now are people that were pretty happy with where X-Wing was.
Yeah, well, those
the
people
moment.
are bad and wrong.
Well, you're 100% right. Not everybody can be a winner, Mark. Not
Mark,
everybody can be a winner.
I gotta say this.
Wave 8, so
I gotta say
I mean-
this. I'm an old guy. Mark Tippett is an old guy. We talked about this today. And, we were like, we're old. We hate change. We don't like things to change. We like things in our own little whatever word I'm looking for.
Compartmentalized.
Thank you. We like it in that way. This is what we do. This is how we play. Don't bug us. Stay away from us, and we won't have to beat you with a cane. Now we have to adapt, and we don't like to adapt because, let's face it,
Change is hard.
it's nicer in our own little world. Will I adapt? Absolutely. I've got to. I mean, I like the game. I like the competition. Ever since I had, every health issue that I could ever possibly have, and I can no longer play golf, X-Wing has taken that void for me and given me something to do. I mean, I love this game because it allows my mind to do things. It allows me to think. It allows me to use tactics and all sorts of different things, so that I can sit down across the table, make little pew pew noises at each other, have a good time, go out, grab a beer afterwards. It's a great game. Am I happy that I got to drop that money? No. But it's my choice to do that. I chose to teach people how to play the game. I chose to make sure that I had a library that I could play any kind of list with anybody at any given time. That was my choice. I did this to myself. It wasn't FFG that forced me into this box. It wasn't anybody that put a gun to my head and said, you must buy 4 K-Wings, and you must buy 4 resistance bombers, and you have to have 3 skirt bombers. Nobody did that. I did that to myself. I realize that. Am I going to pay the price? Yup. Am I going to do so willingly? Yup.
Are you rocking, or am I just drinking too much?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's on his old man rock.
Oh, shut up.
Thought I was on a fucking boat for a second.
I mean, you hit the nail on the head, and God damn it, why didn't you say that while we were actually recording the podcast? But it's
you guys were on a roll, and I'm the old guy.
I was thinking about it the other day. The only real reason I am still in X-Wing right now, despite the fact that I do still have a lot of fun with the game, is honestly the people and the community. I would not be this embedded in this game, this ready to go drop, $200, $300, $400 or however much I'm going to end up spending on all of X-Wing 2.0. If it wasn't for the people that I share this game with, especially you guys. I mean, you're what keeps.
I don't even
back.
play. I buy
What?
it all. I rarely even play the game.
Yeah, neither do I. I
Come on.
really actually have time for it.
I don't play as much as I want to. I want to play a lot.
Yeah, me too.
But working at a pharmacy retail,
You get
it's like
fucked.
like Rob could say. I mean, past couple of months, it's like right now. I mean, I feel sorry for my store manager because with me breaking my foot, she's there by herself. We have no supervisors there, so it's like, when she was working 7 days and I was working 6, so it was like. And she, and if she was working 7, she gets to choose what time she gets off on those days. And the days where I have X-Wing that I can go to that's close by is the days she wants to leave early. I can't play. That's just the end-all be-all of it.
AJ, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm taking my hair down. I'm break from work.
Holy shit! What is happening over there? There's something on your
randomly.
head.
Are you just randomly projecting different people on YouTube?
It's
Because it's not matching the hangout.
Hang on.
Don't let Luke see this.
Luke's not around. He's gone.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Okay.
He wouldn't remember it in the morning anyway.
No.
Oh,
No,
he
he's
remembered.
the DD. He's not even drinking tonight.
Oh, true.
Oh, did he get the shaft?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tonight, anyway.
Basically.
Hey, he
I don't know.
left. I didn't kick him out.
I drank an awful lot of amaretto tonight.
Hey, special
well,
thanks to all 9 of the people who are somehow still watching this cast right now.
It's only 7.
Yeah, it's
The
I got-
crazy people.
Hold on,
I
let me
think half
close
of
it
that
up.
is us.
Actually, I think
Yeah.
you're right.
We're just talking about
Yeah.
ourselves right now.
There's somebody out there.
Now it should be 8 because I just closed out of one of my accounts.
Probably Nathan from New Zealand is still listening. Hi, Nathan.
All right, so I'm gonna read one of my letters.
Oh, yeah,
again.
look. Shout out to Nathan. I got some of these. I don't know how you play with these and not break them, though.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
They're pretty
yeah.
amazing.
They're pretty
You
cool,
went way
right?
too fast for me to see.
What's going on?
So one of the
Oh.
New Zealand target
target lock
locks.
tokens that fit into each other. Josh Coover.
What? Where?
What?
Kiefer.
Where?
Hi,
Oh,
Josh.
he's there. Josh.
He's here? Josh?
Josh.
Josh?
Josh. Hi, Josh.
Josh! Josh, get in the
Back
get
into
in
the
the
room.
get in the hangouts. There's a link up above. Join
Somewhere.
us.
Or I can just repost it. Hang on.
Yeah,
we
you
have the
back into the-
technology.
I want to read this
Well, I mean,
letter
some of
so
us
badly.
do.
Read it. Read it. Read it.
Read it.
No, it's the same intro, but it says "Thank you, FFG," but you can stop making secondary weapons.
Amen
This
to
was
that.
actually 1.0. So let me get a new character. You did it. You peaked. You created the alpha and omega of secondary weapons, the TLT and harpoons. Let's just initially say that of all the secondary weapons, you could have not made a more complicated system, and then you made them trigger off of one another. At this point, the TLT is an attack phase confused upgrade that doesn't know if it shoots once, twice, or 4 times. It's so confused about itself, making fun of it should be a hate crime. Meanwhile, you created a torpedo that isn't a torpedo. It's sticky. It's a sticky obstacle that can affect everyone that comes in contact with it. We should have just called it its proper name, space herpes. The next time you think it's cute to make another secondary weapon, just stop. We already have all we need. If you make any more, we know they won't be as good, and it's just another sleeve I need to add to my growing collection. And if, God forbid, you make something more powerful, we will just have to find all turreted ships and launch them into the sun before it's too late. You had me at Sinterfell. Patrick.
Dude, you should really send that to FFG.
You really should.
It's too late. 2.0 is out.
Why is it not working? God damn it, Josh.
Mark couldn't get out. Where's Judge? Hey, Judge isn't. He won't be able to get on either because nobody's getting in.
Yeah, the internet's bad. Ooh, that was a bad burp.
No, it had nice low undertones to it. It was pretty good.
Mindy, shut up.
What?
What?
Who's yelling at who?
My dog was barking at random noises.
Yeah.
As they should. Oh my god. I'm ready to watch them. I'm ready to watch Worlds.
I can't believe that FFG are only broadcasting like 4 hours of X-Wing the whole week.
Yeah.
Because they're
not
assholes.
including 2.0. And that we have to rely on Dion, which
Josh
is okay.
is here.
Joshy!
Josh is in his
Yeah, let's present Josh in all
There
his,
he is.
his
It's down.
glory.
Josh.
It's dark.
His forehead.
Josh,
I don't
turn
know
on
where
your
to
light,
Yeah,
Josh.
apparently.
He went to the
Josh?
school of the Zach Matthews.
Josh.
It's too dark. Turn on a light.
Why am I on YouTube?
Maybe it
You're
is.
You're all on
joined
YouTube now. Oh
us.
god,
You
please tell me
joined
you're wearing
us.
pants. You better be wearing
Maybe it is the
pants.
Milwaukee thing.
What's going on?
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Evening.
Is that a
Evening.
breathe right nasal strip?
Like,
There we go.
Ah!
Lights! Woo!
On Tomsky?
Hey, it's on
Wait.
Tomsky!
On Topsky.
Hey, it's on Tomsky.
Forehead.
That's on Topsky.
Forehead.
Nice to know what on Topsky actually looks like.
Put the camera down a little bit.
Wait, haven't you watched previous episodes?
Yeah, he's been
on before.
Yeah.
I listen, I don't watch.
Oh.
Oh, so you just got into the watch part. Okay.
You guys cast when I'm at work. I can only listen at best.
Greet the dishonor on your house, sir.
No, she's in Australia. It's during
No.
New Zealand!
Yes.
Oh, Mark, you're
Sorry,
enjoying
not middle of the day.
Are you
It's
wearing
not
a
the
bunch
same.
plugger?
Are you in Canada right now?
No.
You're Canada, right? It's the same thing, right?
Close enough. Minnesota, Canada,
Eh? What's it about?
Josh
Canada,
Josh from Milwaukee. Isn't
Canada,
Milwaukee basically Canada?
Yes.
Minnesota right now.
No, like if you're in Minnesota, you
Worlds.
have to be talking like this, over there in Minnesota. Oh yeah,
Don't you
eh?
know, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
someone turned into a robot.
What?
What?
I don't even know what's happening anymore.
It's the shit show of
It's-
epic
this is-
proportions.
This is standard operating procedure.
It's Bob!
Yes.
It's
Yes.
Bob!
Bob.
Bob for president.
Why is Bob not painted?
Bob president.
Yeah, why is Bob not
What?
painted?
I can't paint.
Let's face it, I
can't paint. What are you talking
I
about?
have the coolest.
Well, guess
Bob.
what? We got a direct line to Luke Carrington now, so, yeah.
Oh no, Luke's gonna just come out and yell at me for not being at the bar.
Hey, we added him to. Oh, actually, I added him to OCX groupies against his will.
Oh,
Now
he's not
stuck
getting
with
away
us.
now.
Thank you, Facebook, for making it easy to unwillingly add people to chats.
Are you still recording for the main show, or is this just YouTube?
This is just a shit
Oh,
show.
we're still recording, but it's not the show. It's on the internet forever.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, we ended the show. We did shout outs and yub nubs, but now it's, the hour of mindless talk.
Hours.
Well, maybe.
Way to kill a conversation, guys.
I gotta go to bed in 7 minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna be fucked tomorrow. Actually, I'm fucked tomorrow anyway, but I'm gonna go to bed in 7 minutes.
Why 7 minutes? Why not like 8?
Because it's actually
That is
less
strangely
6 minutes.
specific.
6 minutes. It will be midnight here, and that is my bedtime.
Wait,
Oh, shut up. It's
do
1
you turn
o'clock
into
here.
a pumpkin? Is that
Can we
that's
feed
what's
you
going
after
on?
midnight?
I
and
will
you'll
literally turn into a
gremlin. We
Do
can
not
spray
feed or water
on
me
you
after
and you
midnight.
suffocate.
Yeah, I don't fly out till 4 tomorrow, so.
AM or PM?
Oh, PM.
Are they going to let
thank
you
God.
fly with the scooter?
Yeah,
Thank
I
God.
checked everything out ahead of time and everything else. So
Yeah, a buddy of mine, he was flying Delta, and they're like, "Yeah, no, you don't get to fly anymore." I'm like, the fuck?
yeah,
What?
surprisingly enough, Spirit said yes, no problem. We'll let you in, and it just boxes
That's
you
awesome.
check.
Who just left? Oh, that was Ryan that just disappeared.
No, he ran away.
Sad face.
Hey,
still get on top ski,
Joe
though.
Boss Red 7. Joe Boss Red 7 just sent me a friend request on Facebook.
Nice.
Nice.
Random.
Are you
Hey,
pumped for
Jordan.
tomorrow? On top ski?
Fuck
What?
people, right?
Are you pumped for tomorrow?
Yeah. So I'm not at the bar, so I can actually have cognitive function for tomorrow.
And yet you joined a podcast of drinking.
I have
Like,
faith in you, Ryan.
tomorrow's going to be a bit of a murderous row. From
I
the
hope I
lineup
don't
we've been
get
hearing about.
Jesper Hills and get Ion to death and not be able to ever bomb anything.
Oh, don't worry. In
Twins.
September, you'll never be ioned
It's
off of
okay.
the board again.
2.0 fixed that for you.
Are we sure about that? We don't know what ion tokens do yet.
Yeah, we
one
I
do.
did say it
forward-
would be harder.
It's still an ion maneuver.
So Ion is a 1 blue, which is the former or the new green maneuver. So you can't be stressed and ioned and for that to ever matter. But your action is only focus.
Exactly. Somebody's paying attention. Coach. God damn it.
Hey,
He's looking at his phone. He didn't pay attention. Look at him.
You know what? You know what? I'm supposed to be doing my best coach impression tonight. So, God damn it, I'm not going to pay attention.
By this point, he should have his head in his hands and not be coherent. So he's doing well.
Thank you.
No, it's
Fair.
It's head in his hands and about to light up a cigarette in his own store.
I don't smoke. That isn't happening.
Ryan,
Sorry.
are you ready to see something really cool? We had
notes? What
show
is that?
notes.
Well,
We had real show notes.
I mean, we had digitized show notes. Please don't judge us on his handwritten notes.
Shut up
Yeah,
about
Well,
my
you
handwritten
printed
notes.
out all the notes they wrote out. Nice.
I could not
did.
read.
And
I
Ryan,
printed out the show notes.
we even did a commercial too.
We did do a commercial. They better use that for the future because that commercial is fucking solid.
I'll make sure it happens. I'm the producer.
I want to hear the commercial. Do it again.
I mean, the big question is, do you think they'll let us do it again?
Probably not.
Honestly, after this performance, they damn well better. Unless they have an
Actually-
inferiority complex.
I guess
which-
I'm gonna have
Actually,
to watch
look,
it tomorrow.
What Kyle and Coach were saying the other night was like, wow, we could like actually like take a night off every like couple of months.
Yeah.
So, who knows?
Yeah. I mean,
Or-
realistically
or-
speaking, we could just become regulars.
Or
We're the hosts now.
or we could just
Look at me.
continue to be
Look at
OCX
me.
2.0.
I am the OCX now.
We just do it on Friday nights. It'd be like Law and Order, SVU, Law and Order, CSI, Law and Order, whatever other.
Padre, I'm still single, man. I got to go out on Friday.
So what you're saying is,
Yeah,
you
some of
guys
us
are the special
need Friday
ones?
nights for other things.
Yeah.
No, we're just special ed.
I'll drink to
Yeah.
that. I'll drink to that,
Yeah.
AJ.
Yeah,
OCX
you know, bars,
OCX special.
that's where you go,
Cheers.
right?
I actually have my own podcast to record later tonight.
Wait, you're
What?
recording again tonight? Dude.
Yes.
That's
And then we do another one at
Ballsy.
beginning of next week for the
Get me
End of
on, get
Worlds
me on.
and-
I need to do a plug for the Mercs. My team's
That's
abandoning me.
That's what she said.
I'm super
Yeah.
sad in that one of the other teams has pulled out,
Oh no.
which means if New Zealand pull out, there will be even teams and there may not be a Merc team.
No. No. Which team pulled out and do they need someone to sub? I will play for any of the states.
Maybe we should just
There's
get
a joke in
joint-
there somewhere.
Keep
Cold hot dog.
context issues.
Coach,
Look at the love.
I was
I'm
about-
just saying,
I
there's
was
a
about-
joke in there.
I was about to say Australia has states.
Australia has
Yes.
states.
Only has like 6 of
Keeper's in the
them, maybe
background
7.
hearing half of the conversation talking about pulling out. And he's like, what context am I missing?
I mean, it is what she said. Just saying.
Wow.
This is the OCX 2.0 podcast.
So
This is OCX
You
after
need to
that.
work on that then.
Hey, what's wrong
Keeper
with
needs to
cold
work
hot
on
dogs
pulling
being
out.
a
He's got
safe
4
word?
kids.
are you the only Kiwi that's actually still planning to come?
Oh, a couple of the other guys are on the fence, but I mean, no one. I've already bought tickets because I'm super psyched. I really want to go. I
Because
mean, I
if-
might be able to convince a couple of the others to come with me.
I have a feeling, and don't quote me on this because I'm probably very wrong, but I think it's Tassie that might be pulling out as well. So you could just have an Islander team.
Oh, there he goes. There he
So
goes.
you could have
Hands in the
There it is.
half. There we go. Half
Well-
Tassie, half New Zealand.
Send it my way. I
He's
will
lost it.
organize
He's
a
lost it.
show of a crew to show up, and we will win it.
Crush
I'm
them.
moderately confused. Patrick, aren't you supposed to be in Montana tonight?
Yes.
Why are you
You
here?
talked way too much to be Montana.
Well, I didn't. Hold on. Let me do this.
No, he
There
was.
we go.
He was
Because this is
channeling
2.0, and we include everyone.
There you go, Ryan. I'm now a question mark. But I know a lot about Kiwis now because my friend just went to Austria.
Austria. Your friend went to Austria, so you know a lot about
No,
Kiwis.
This
no,
is-
New
this is
Zealand,
amazing.
New Zealand. New Zealand. Never mind. Cancel that. New Zealand.
Who's
Jesus
editing
Christ.
this show?
Nobody.
Oh my-
Montana.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know what
okay.
you're all talking
What
about. Kiwis
is
are
it
delicious.
that you think you know about Kiwis?
They are nocturnal.
And they're delicious.
They are.
They fuck in the dark.
They do. They do everything in the dark.
Oh wow.
They're very
They can
shy.
break-
They're very shy.
I don't
You
believe
have
on
to
that
peel
point.
them. You must
Yeah.
peel them before you eat them.
No, you don't have to peel them.
No,
Talking about
no.
the fruit.
Furry
Yeah.
bits and all.
Furry bits. You gotta shave the kiwi.
Oh
got
wow,
all the
this
kiwis.
is
I like
evolving
them-
into something very
I
different.
like them smooth and peeled.
Jesus.
I'm not talking about kiwis.
They're really good in smoothies.
Smoothies, I missed part of that. Catch lost it.
We've broken Catch.
No, he's
His
channeling
head's
his
like,
best
there was
coach.
a picture of Catch when his head was so far back, it looked like it wasn't on his shoulders anymore.
Ryan,
It was like this.
Ryan, just drop it. Just drop the mic.
Drop
Done.
popping like it. I salute you, sir. I wasn't ready for that.
That was well done.
I meant the double entendre. So
Heyo.
Oh,
Oh, double
wait.
more entendre.
That's another long word.
Jesus.
it's 2 words.
I mean, do we need to provide a dictionary so people can follow this episode, or just
Hey,
coach?
we didn't
Just
pronounce
coach.
anybody's name wrong, at least. I
Do
count that as a
dictionaries
win.
and drinks go together, though?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
No,
well,
no,
you
yes.
know, we're
Maybe.
coping.
Actually, there was somebody pronounced Kiefer wrong.
Oh shit.
So
That was
you did
probably
get that
me.
wrong.
Was it? What is? It is pronounced Kiefer, right?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Keeper.
Who's
Something
Kiefer.
else.
Right there. Keeper.
Kufa?
Keeper.
Kiefer?
Kiefer.
Kiefer.
This is a
Reefer?
Nevada.
Mine?
Kiefer?
Mine?
Kiefer?
Mary Jane. Wheat. What? I'm confused.
Oh, no.
What now?
Oh, no.
Kiwi.
Kiwi. Yeah, go the kiwi.
Show me the way.
Show you the way.
No.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
That echoes through the hotel room really well, those clicks.
Oh man.
Topski,
What?
you should get some sleep, buddy. You got to win Worlds tomorrow.
Oh,
That's day one. I can't win Worlds on day one. That's not
You make
how
a
it works.
start.
Doesn't
You make a
fucking matter.
start
You win
on Worlds.
anyway.
by
Aim
winning
high.
day one.
Aim
that's a matter
high.
of opinion, really.
I mean, you got to earn the
You'll
name on
never-
Topski, right?
6-0, baby. 6-0.
It's hard to earn what you already got. I'm already.
Oh.
named on
Damn.
Called it.
Oh!
That's not what we
Oh!
I
No,
mean,
she knows I'm on Topski all the time.
oh, is it now? Is it now?
Are you saying Josh is a power bottom?
I didn't hear that from Kat. He's trying to make a bottom joke, I think.
How else do you get your ground right?
Oh,
You realize you have to do well now, or live with the shame tomorrow.
Goal is day 2. Stretch goal is top 32 for Worlds Dice. After that's all gravy. That's what Indiana was. Indiana was like, I make cut. Cool. Stretch goal. Dice. After that, gravy. And I got all the gravy.
I don't win $20 if you just get dice. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. You have to win it all on Topski.
Oh, you get 20
There's
bucks
money
if I
on the
have
line
dice.
here.
I mean, on
No, I get
Topski
$20
needs to
if
finish
Bob
on
wins.
Topski, right?
I mean, it doesn't have to be on
I caught
Topski,
it.
but I'd like it to be.
I caught it.
I appreciated that, AJ. Well done.
Yeah.
The Minox were betting on Coach. He almost made it.
The Minox weren't betting on Coach.
Absolutely.
There's no
they
way.
were. They
Are you
named
fucking
him.
kidding me?
Yeah. No, they named him. They were like,
That
oh,
had
I
to be
bet
Farmer.
I
That had to be 100%
mean,
Farmer.
he must
No
have
way
used
he
to
would
win
put
10
money on
I thought it
Coach.
was. I thought it was back to Dials who thought OCX would win Worlds just because
Was it back to Dials?
One under the
I
bus.
mean, Sarah
it
might
was back
Hey,
to Dials.
Sarah's
You
still
might
in it
win,
to
but-
win it. OCX 2.0, 100%.
Somebody
Oh,
named
yeah.
Kroll by name. They were like,
No,
Kroll's going to
someone
do it
can-
this year.
if she like does really good and wins all 3 games on Saturday, I thought they reran the stats on that.
No. If all the 4 and 2s can only get top 32, they can't win it.
Well, at least it's dice.
Yeah.
What?
That
What's
doesn't
the
make
point
any
in even
sense.
playing?
I
If you
mean,
get to
what's the
top
point?
32, you should have a shot because at that point it's single elimination, right?
They're taking MLB
I
into
would kill for
consideration
dice, just
still.
saying.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Too bad I suck
We'll
at this
find
game.
Did
Maybe
you
I'll,
just
maybe I'll
want
actually be good at X-Wing
make the cut?
2.0.
You know what? This game needs a 2.0. God damn it.
No. Guys, we're OCX 2.0. We should start talking about 3.0.
3.0.
Yeah, we gotta look to the future. X-Wing 3rd edition. What's it gonna be, guys?
You heard it here first. X-Wing 3.0.
No ships. Just
D&D
shadowy
is
figures.
suck, so-
Just
Well, when they
cardboard.
played
Just
that
cardboard.
video-
It's going to be app-based. And you got to project it onto the table.
When they played that video, I thought they were actually going to release a X-Wing quote unquote like video game, like their version of Vassal. For a
No.
second there, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are they really going to do this shit?"
The hell out of it.
I mean, so would I, but at the same time, are you fucking kidding me?
No, it would pull away from the actual game.
I don't care
Exactly.
as long as I can still play with people on the internet.
AJ,
Vassal,
the simple
vassal,
solution
vassal,
here is you just need to move to the US.
Cool.
They-
Have you seen the process for that lately?
Touche.
They need
Well,
that guy who's has
You
that
come
app of,
illegally.
like,
Most
casual.
everybody else does.
Wait, wasn't someone single in this chat? Isn't that a way to
Yo.
do this?
You also got Luke.
Well, no, she can't
Luke's
have Luke.
married.
He's
That's not
married.
going to work out, guys.
Okay,
wisely.
fair enough.
She has chosen.
Luke's just getting
poorly.
drunk at the karaoke bar, so oh no, he's DDing tonight. That's right.
He's
Wait.
the DD.
He's
Special
actually,
shout-outs
he's-
for the
he's-
DD.
He's adulting tonight because he's like pretty much taking care of some of those people.
Tonight, Luke Carrington is my hero. Make sure he hears that part.
I will be right back. Fresh air.
Oh, good God. We're going to see everything now.
Live and in
Got
Technicolor.
already today to show them.
That chair. Oh my god.
I got a
that chair.
T-shirt. That's about it.
You got a
Oh,
T-shirt?
Hey, you
Hold
got a
on.
t-shirt.
We got stuff. We got swag.
Ooh.
Did you get the new
Swag. I want to see
Did you get
swag.
the new X-Wing?
God damn it, you guys are keeping me up late.
Tell me you got the new X-Wing.
That was
Normally
only
working
for
at this time.
people that went
Yeah,
to
it was
the
only the 200 people got in the press conference.
Or if you got chosen to do one of the demonstrations on the live stream, you got one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
my boy,
super jealous.
My boy, the Armada player, got one, and he's like, "Hey, do you
Motherfucker.
want this?" I'm like,
The
"Yes, yes, I
Wait,
fucking do."
wait.
Wait.
Ah,
There we go.
See a bed.
Pretty good. I dig it.
What's that?
What is
Oh, the card. Oh, the card folder.
The
Is
camera's
that,
really high.
is that a mini American-sized card folder? That
Oh
is
my fucking god! Please tell me it's not.
This is the worst camera angle ever.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm working on it.
Focus.
Stay on target.
I'm doing this with like
Stay
one
on
hand.
target. You're too
You went to the-
close.
You went to the
Focus,
Cloverfield
focus.
of filming.
Need
Didn't
to
you?
focus.
Take a focus.
Can you flip
Take
the camera
two.
around on this damn
Get a
thing?
stress.
Figure it out.
Hey, there we
Woo!
go.
Hey, Josh.
Wait. There we go.
Yeah.
Son of a
What
bitch.
is even happening?
Now he's
Keep
having
going
fun.
back.
Now.
Okay. Did it flip?
All right, yeah, stay
Ooh.
there.
What is
Jealous.
that? Ooh, I like
What
that.
size is
Card
it?
binder.
What size are the cards?
Yeah, show us the cards.
Regular.
Oh,
Nice. Woo,
Those
that's so
motherfuckers knew.
relevant.
Yes.
it's like they knew ahead of time. Those sons of bitches.
It's like they were planning this or something.
I had to buy
That's
Trapper
pretty
keyboard.
hot. I'm not gonna lie.
I want one.
I've got one of those
Oh.
coming.
God damn it! I want the swag.
I'll be getting mine tomorrow.
So hard right now.
What good is this swag?
Maybe
We're moving to
convince your honey
3.0.
Luke to send it to you.
What is that?
Oh yeah.
Card sleeves.
Turn it
Card
around.
sleeves.
Oh, I got those.
Oh.
I mean, are you trying to make me jealous right now? Is this what we're doing? Is
Ooh,
this
yeah.
what we're doing right now? Well, color me green and call me Zelda.
What do we color you, Kiwi?
Call you what?
The name of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Wait.
I just
Patrick,
found
what
a
do you
bunch.
got?
Of, I just found a bunch of fucking tokens.
Tokens? Tokens?
Tokens?
Like, cause here, this is another one of my rants. You
I
can see
mean,
this.
I'm basically hang on. Shall I present you? All right, hang on. Here we go. Presenting.
Oh, it's your token TIE fighter. Fuck yeah. That thing's dope as
So,
hell.
I did have an X-wing.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Back of the
I had
shark.
an X-wing one, so this was my other rant to
Oh, God.
FFG.
Flip
Like,
that around.
stop giving me fucking tokens, or I'm just gonna start making ships out of them.
Why
I
not?
I just found
I
a
need
box,
that in my life. I'm not gonna lie. I need it in my
but
life.
then I forgot. I also have these hard sleeve.
Oh, baby.
Oh, I hate
Yeah, I've
all of
still got
you.
those.
I hate all of you.
Hey,
Patrick,
have you seen the Luke Skywalker ones?
No, like I wanted to make the Millennium Falcon, but I ran out, and then I just found these. I can make a Millennium Falcon and send it to Zach.
You should have made the Millennium Falcon shield token one and send it to Zach Matthews.
I just said that.
Why
No,
haven't you?
That's
Why
I
haven't
literally wanted to do that, and I was like, where the hell are my tokens? I just found them. They're right in this thing.
I was just saying, if you
I
need
mean,
tokens, I've
donate
got like
multiple.
240 lying around. I will send them to you to make
I
this
get-
thing.
Dude, I got Planos filled with them.
I like.
What is that one? Hang on. I gotta present
No,
Mark.
it's the same one.
What is it? Oh, Mark, what do you got there, buddy?
What has Mark got?
Ooh,
Oh,
what
that's
is
hot. That is hot.
It's
What is
the
that?
Luke.
Like
That
father,
is
like
Luke
son.
Skywalker
He's on
running
fire.
from an explosion,
Look.
wielding a lightsaber. Literally the most badass thing imaginable.
How old is that?
It's
I
gotta
have
be a
no
Legion
fucking
thing.
idea. No,
What
it's not.
year is that
It's
from?
old.
Really?
2013.
Holy
Jesus.
fuck!
I didn't even know what
I've
X-Wing
got
was
Return
at
of the
that point.
Jedi.
Yeah, me neither.
I've got Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, Han Solo. Fucking heaps of them. BB-8.
Mark, where did you get this
BB-8's the
shit?
newer one, I think.
Oh,
They
this
were
is
probably
old.
from
like-
LCG.
Hobby stores and stuff.
I mean, how long have you been playing?
But yeah, people rage about it because he's got Luke's saber, and everybody hates the fact that Luke has a green saber because all of theirs are blue.
Ha
I'm
ha!
like, yeah, but look, I have a
Get
fucking
wrecked.
orange Luke with a green saber, and it triggers the fuck out of all the Legion players. It's amazing because he matches the thing. Look.
It's not hard. It's not hard to trigger them down here.
I mean, strictly speaking, he was wearing an X-wing flight suit and wielding a green lightsaber in Jedi briefly
I'll
Yeah,
be back.
right.
when he goes to Dagobah.
Hey Ryan,
They don't care about facts.
see
Fuck 'em.
Sarah and get my Nora's Explorer tomorrow.
Oh God, I sent Sarah my address. I hope I get one of those soon, so I can play it before second edition goes live.
I'll try.
She'll
If I
give
stop,
you one
I
for me.
forget, I'll get it.
I'll be honest. I'm finding it super hard to give a fuck about anything first edition at the moment.
That's
I'm like,
true.
I might not even play it. I just might play Legion until September because I'm really impatient, and it upsets me that I have to wait 4 months.
I will probably play some fun
Actually-
games. That's really about it.
Actually, I'm in Australia. I may have to wait 8 months.
Well,
Yeah,
don't
totally
forget
flying-
though, the
flying
next
5
kits
X-wings
that are
until it
coming
comes out.
from FFG are going to have the 2.0 toys inside of them.
Yeah.
I don't even
Oh,
have
that
the
was-
last kits. We don't even have the shield token kits.
Oh, I had 8 of those.
I wanted to
I
bring
really
that up during the
Possibly in
podcast.
terms of distribution, they really need to give you guys a better support. I get it. It's Australia. It's a little hard to get shit down there, but at the same time,
What, they don't
you
have
guys
post
have
office?
a huge community that's super dedicated too.
Well, the government makes it very
Yes, but
hard
we
to
have
get
I'm only going to say this because nobody's watching, but we also have an employee at the distributor who does not give a fuck about X-Wing or anything FFG, and it makes it super hard for us.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't know what we're talking about, but I can guess.
The distributor,
Yeah.
the Australian distributor.
Hey, Mark.
Come to New Zealand.
Mark, have you ever heard of a website called shitsenders.com?
Who?
Shitsenders.com.
No.
It's a website where
No,
you
I
can
haven't.
actually send real quantities of animal shit to somebody.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That
Cody.
sounds
You can
like
send
amazing.
like a
What the
gallon jug
fuck? Like,
of elephant shit
Like,
to this
like
motherfucker.
that sounds amazing, but then at the same time, it's like paying somebody else to paint your models. Like, why don't you just do it yourself?
I mean, I'm not saying that you can't take a shit in a two gallon jug of milk and send it to this guy, but you know, it's a little more fun when it's like elephant shit or something. I don't know.
Look, do you want me to take a dump in a box and mark it guaranteed? I can. I got spare time.
Guaranteed certified real shit.
Likewise, glitter bombs. Glitter bombs are a thing. That shit never comes out.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
like this brought up a different point about like why the fuck would I now buy this next expansion when I can just wait and buy the X-wing, the U-wing, and save some money? Why bother?
What do you mean?
Wait.
So the
You
next
can buy
expansion
the
is
conversion
X-
kit and get the stuff that's in Sauce Renegades.
Exactly.
Or is that,
That's the next thing.
are
I can
we
just buy
certain
the
about that?
I can buy the conversion, get the X-wing, all the pilots, the U-wing, all the pilots. Why the fuck would I buy this next expansion of the X-wing, U-wing
Those
soft?
next expansions are going to have some 2.0 stuff in them too.
Yeah, but it's just going to be the expansion or the core set. Why would I bother?
Do the conversion kits have those 2 kits in?
They said they did. They said they
'Cause
had
I'm not sure
everything.
they do.
What?
They said they
No,
had
they
everything.
They said there was 6
Luke
ships that
Carrington
weren't covered in
beats
the conversion packs.
I doubt an X-wing is not going to be in there.
No, but
And
it will
into
be the Rebel
movies.
X-wing, not the Renegades X-wing.
You might
I
be
bet you
right.
it will have all the replacements for the old pilots. Then you won't get what the Renegades.
I feel like that's a
Same
really
as the
poor
U-wing.
business decision, given the fact that Sauce Renegades and the conversion kit are going to be available for sale at the same time, roughly. Like, why the fuck would you do that?
Isn't Source Renegades like really soon?
Source
Like a month
Renegade
away?
will come out in September for us. 2.0 will be lucky if we
Oh,
see it
for
by
us,
next year.
yeah. Come on.
Well,
it has to be in. It has to be in one of them.
Oh,
This is
well,
where you
we
need to
don't
come to
have
Gen Con,
do that.
AJ.
Okay, all right.
It's just that easy,
Gen Con
AJ,
2018
it's-
might be a little close. I mean, I
It's
could
just
skip
that
all
easy.
my trips to Australia and maybe make it.
We'll smuggle you in. It'll be great.
We'll start
What
a
could go
giveaway,
wrong?
shall we?
Come through Canada. It's not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mexico.
But there's the
I'm
X-Wing
thinking about that, and I'm
expansion.
like, is it more
There's
or less
the core set, and then there's the faction. You're telling me that Saw and all that other upgrades are not going to be in there, but it's going to be in that X-Wing U-Wing expansion set.
I can't imagine that they would put all the stuff that's in Saw's Renegades in the conversion kit. Otherwise, why on earth would you buy Saw's Renegades?
I mean,
exactly.
Yeah.
They have to have
would
thought
you?
this out, right? Like, this must be a tease.
Unless you want the models. Unless you want the models. Because hey, you get an articulating X-Wing.
Oh yeah, and a wrong scale U-Wing. Why couldn't they?
Why is the U-Wing a
Come
medium base ship?
on.
Why is the U-Wing not a medium base ship?
It is going to
probably
be.
will be.
No, it is. It is.
It is. It's medium based.
It probably will be.
Motherfuckers!
No, it
why
is.
did they put that in the fucking article?
Also,
I
the
thought you guys
confirmed
talked about 2.0. Shouldn't you guys be up to date on this shit?
You know what?
Some of us are. Some of us, I don't know. Maybe
I'm
just
allowed to make
The thing
mistakes.
that annoys me is with the conversion kits, why don't they just offer the damage deck and the templates in there? Why are they making you buy the core box?
Because they want to sell core boxes.
That's for people who have never played X-Wing before.
They need to have a core set available.
Yeah.
Well, no, I understand having a core set available, but
But
what
I
about
agree,
the
the
people
movement template
that?
should be in the conversion kits. The only problem is if you buy like 5 conversion kits, then you've got 5 sets of the templates.
Exactly. You'd have to add that. You'd have to add that profit onto the conversion kits and make them more expensive, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I also
True,
don't
but
need 10 sets of maneuver templates.
Yeah.
Nope.
I mean, I see the core set as my template and damage deck expansion. That's what it is.
I look at it this
Or
way.
even
I
just
only
do
have 4
that.
X-Wings. I do need a 5th.
Why don't they just do a damage deck
I'll send you
template
one.
thing? Like
Who
they
just
do
said that? I'll send you one.
Well, here's probably the logistical reason is because, like they said, you need to have a core set available to the regular audience getting into the game. And then beyond that, why would FFG go into the manufacturing process of making a smaller pack that's going to have the same stuff anyway? That people are probably going to still just get the core set anyway. It's putting out another product, a whole nother SKU, manufacturing it so it all packages correctly together, just for that small thing that's going to be in the core set anyway.
Well, I mean, they
You mean
did
like
that,
R2D2 in the red core?
or the dice packs. You know, you get the dice in the core set. Why do you need to have dice packs?
Because
you
you
never
roll
have
more than
enough
3
You need
dice.
more than 3 of each.
Well, I'll say, as someone who's starting the game, I don't want to have to buy another whole core set just to get more dice.
Yeah.
Also, sometimes the dice you get in your core set suck dick, and you decide to buy extra dice. So
You just go
So
to
that
every
they are
regional and win and
statistically
use it until
normalized.
you find a good one.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
how
so
you build
literally-
that.
How many dice packs have you gone through telling them they all suck?
I have
AJ,
only bought 1 extra dice pack.
Okay.
I have
Hey,
7
Joe.
core sets.
I was literally about to say, AJ, unless you have a systems open, then there's no other way to get dice. Than a
Regionals. Some of us have got all the regional dice from their region. Saying.
By the way.
And,
I mean-
and again, the best thing about running regionals is you get that shit for free.
Yeah, I'm kind of
You don't even
sad
have to
that I'm
earn it.
not actually playing because I'm not gonna lie, I could win this one easy.
Yeah. No, like the conversion packs are literally there for people who already play X-Wing. The freaking cores are for people who've never played, and then the expansions are for people who want to buy extra ships. The only thing I don't get is this X-Wing U-Wing expansion nonsense to where I don't think I have to buy it. I'm just gonna buy the other crap and get what I need.
I think you will. I really think you will have to buy it.
Yes.
So I don't see the reason for that X-Wing U-Wing except to throw us off.
I think it's that transition pack. It's that you're not going to get your U-Wing base unless you buy this pack, or I don't know. I think it's designed as a tease for those regions that don't get everything as quickly as you guys will.
no.
I mean, Gen Con is close, but far away for us.
Will it have a
Next
medium
year.
base? That's another question.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure they said it
It'll
has
have
to be
both.
isn't it?
I hope so, because then at least I can test it before I get it in September.
I was going to say, at least I can start
Hey.
testing a medium base. Whether I get the game or not, at least I can play with a medium base and get my eye in the meantime.
Are we still live?
Yep.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
still on
surprising,
YouTube.
by the way.
I
I'll be
mean-
quiet for a little while then.
I can stop broadcasting and we can keep talking.
Yeah,
It's
you
up
know,
to you.
why don't we kill off the stream?
Yeah.
All right.
Let
I
'em
mean,
go to
I
bed.
feel like the 3 viewers are in the stream, so.
I feel like the
Yeah,
3
one of them's
viewers
me.
are us.
Yep. All right. The stop broadcast